Aw, congratulations. Proud of you.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 46, episode 46 of Sahlen's Legacy. We're still I think we're all a little bit more awake this week. That's exciting. That's fun.
What is this music?
You screamed at the second I stopped hearing it, so that was extra funny for me. Dead silence. What is this music?
What is this story?
Right. Yeah, so we're playing a game. We're doing a thing. All right. It's weird that for whatever reason I don't know how to start it tonight. How's everybody doing? How we doing today?
Okay. I want to hug everything.
Same.
Okay. Yes, hugs.
And then I also want like all the puppies and the kittens and like the sloths and just put all the fuzzy little animals on me.
Yeah.
I will be happy.
Right.
This is my vacation cabin, by the way, Manly Mutt. This is where I live. You're welcome.
Checks out.
I like it. I believe it.
I like that I can still see Cloverfield, though. That's my favorite part.
You can.
You
No
totally
one else can.
That's true. Sorry, I ruined the illusion.
Mhm.
I am also not in space.
Yeah, don't ruin it for me, Danny. And I wanted to believe that Ryan was at the Northern Lights and that Diva had a piano behind her, but here we are.
Nothing is real.
That now it all makes sense. That guy in her picture was part of that CG looping background that she's.
Hey,
Hey,
you see what Manly Mutt says?
what's he say?
I thought that was Andrew's vacation cabin for a minute, and it was like, holy crap, fake Danny is rich.
Welcome to the conversation, bud.
Oh,
Yay! And thanks for the host, Courage Pack Gaming. Hold on, I'm gonna make this much smaller. You know
I
what I'm talking
should be hosting.
Oh.
Yeah, you should be. Gosh.
Yeah. Well.
Jeez.
No.
All right. Oh, okay. Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. Now I can see everything. Responsible social distancing. Oh my. Courage Pack Gaming. Yes, that's what we're doing. I had a close call earlier today. I had to pick up some stuff that Art left for me at the studio, and then Art forgot I was coming in and grab it. So we like do-si-doed around each other. I was like, I'm get the fuck out of here.
Did you get a notification that a certain me just hosted?
I did.
Good.
So humble she is, this person.
You didn't call it out on the channel, so I had.
I was in the middle of a sentence. You literally interrupted me to tell me that you're hosting me. But thank you.
I'll mute my mic. I'm muting myself.
No, let me pick on you. This is all I have.
This is all we got.
All right.
Okay.
All right, everyone. So a lot of stuff happened last week. A lot of information was dropped and revealed,
lot.
which we can absolutely revisit at the top of today to make sure everybody's on the same page with what is known. There are still more things to know, of course, because it's me and my stupid, extra complicated brain for no reason. And then, so anyway, I'm Danny. I'm your DM. Hello. Let's go down the line. Introduce yourselves. Who we're playing.
I'm Justin.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
I tried to get out there fast. Hey, start again. Take two.
Hey.
I'm Justin. I play Nitzage Alsup, a Quilier wizard with a heart beast named Hailstorm, who is a half horse, half dragon creature.
What is happening with the sound?
I'm quarantined with him, and he doesn't even drink coffee. Yeah. And I play Captain Orstone. Hi. And she is a tiefling rogue warlock.
Nice. All right. I am Ryan, playing Andre Cabe, a gnome cleric of Cloat. I am a death cleric. Level. I don't even remember. 9.
9. You're all 9.
9.
Nine.
Still 9.
But yes, so I worship the god of death in this campaign. And it's
Hey, Dicey Moments, thank you for the follow. And Odd Duck Oasis says you're still kind of quiet. Manly Mud agrees. You're quiet. You're too quiet, Ryan.
all right.
I can hear the music over you.
You can hear the
That's
music
true.
over me? All right. I will hold my mic.
Aw.
I had to do that when I was reading Graveyard Book earlier today.
Yeah.
I was just super quiet for no reason.
Huh.
Oh no, it's happening. It's a quiet, but the hat is epic.
It's true. The hat is epic.
And who made that hat? I'm going to
Uh,
interrupt you one last time.
Yes, no worries. Cam Crochet, one of our friends from the Netherlands?
Denmark.
Denmark. Yeah.
Oh.
She made a lot of our stuff for us.
That's awesome. I want a dragon.
Yeah, she made sweaters for Cucumber and Chunk. She made Cucumber's doppelganger, the full body Cucumber. That
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, she's great.
You need to buy
super
all the stuff
talented.
from her.
All right, I'm done interrupting you. I apologize.
Right.
No, it's
Are you
alright.
done?
I'm turning up the gain inside of GoXLR. Is that better?
Yeah, that would probably work. Turn up your gain.
All right.
Yeah.
Check.
It's all about those
Good.
gains.
Get those gains.
That video was terrible.
Well,
All right.
great.
I think this will do better. I can hear myself in my own headset now, so that should be.
I can hear you in all my.
Oh, sorry. I'll turn
Ears.
that down. Better?
I
Right
think
there?
Yes,
that's where
that's
that sentence was ending.
All my ears. Okay.
Yay, they like it. Hey,
Awesome.
Mikey, they like it. But yeah, you're fucking deafening for us now. Aha.
Oh, no.
Still? Oh.
Oh, you guys made it way worse. That's awesome.
Vaseline, your lens?
Yeah,
What
with
kinda-
his finger.
What kind of 90s soap opera?
And
What kind of
smudge.
Buffy, a very special episode? What kind of Golden Girls? What is,
Check,
what's
check.
happening?
This is so good.
We
Y'all
went
look great.
from 90s to 90s Buffy Golden Girls. Like,
It is worse. Gosh dang it.
Maybe we'll get a camera.
Hey, Deadly Nightshade, thanks for the raid.
Thanks, welcome.
I saw you were playing the what's that called? The that app where you're like all players at the table playing D&D. I have
It
it.
looks
I've downloaded
really
it twice
cute.
now. It's really fun. It's super fun. It's free. I think if it's not free, I've already bought it, so it doesn't matter. It's free-ish for me.
who's next? Booba? Boobs?
Sure.
Knights of Pen and Paper 2. Thank you, Deadly Nightshade.
Yes, that. Hello, I'm Andrew. I play Bubo, a Quailier elf, ranger slash druid, and I have a heart beast named Dumeril, half eagle, half owl mix. I also have a portrait of myself, and it is glorious. Here it is.
Came prepared tonight.
Yeah.
Yay!
The portrait of me right there. That's
beautiful.
not me.
No.
And that's my heart beast, Dumeril. Well, that's me. There I am. Oh, it's gonna rub it.
I love you so
Put it
much.
back on the wall so I can stare at myself.
I feel like you just walk around with a mirror.
It doesn't look that bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Like Gaston in the.
Yep.
Mhm.
Is it me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Diva, and I play Starheart. What's so funny?
Diva.
I'm Diva, and I play Starheart.
Who are you?
Diva.
Got it.
She's from the Netherlands, which is also Denmark, apparently, is what we learned.
Yes. It's all the same, right?
Yeah.
It's all the same.
That's all Scandinavia, yeah. Okay, anyway, continuing. I play Starheart. She is a gnome cleric. That was the first gnome cleric in this party, just so she knows.
Mm.
I say this lovingly to Ryan. And so she's a cleric and a little rogue with
Literally, little rogue.
appetite for curiosity and wine and ale and booze. I don't think she's ever had wine.
All the wine, booze, ale.
She
I think it's-
has. When you all met Hush, I think she had.
Okay, yeah, she had
Mm.
wine. Everything else has been like.
I don't know why I
probably
remember
really-
that, but I can't remember half of the other shit I've said. Hooray! So that's all the players. But also, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsor, Wormwood, for, let's make sure this doesn't disappear on the green screen. They make beautiful dice towers, dice, all other kinds of kick-ass shit. So this is the tower and the tray. They also have dice vaults and all that good stuff. Currently, they're doing all kinds of kick-ass stuff. So not only are a lot of them working from home, They're so they're calling this their homebrew line. So instead of the Wormwood logo there, you'll see a burned on handprint because they're working their asses off at home. But also they are using the shop to they're also using the shop to make these, I forget what they're called, these like plexiglass boxes so you can reach in and like take care of a patient without like it shields you from their breath and their sneezes and all that stuff. So they're doing that. So go follow them on Twitter, go do the thing. If you like anything in their line, which you fucking should, because everything they make is quality, make sure you go over to Wormwood. If you buy anything, use our code Perception at checkout. It gets you free shipping, and it also helps us out quite a bit. And they've been wonderful to us. We were able to give away last week. They gave us a $50 gift card to give away. So the more that we can, get that back and forth going, the more stuff we can get for you guys. And again, free shipping. Fucking do it. Hooray! Yes. All right. Good. Incentives. Thank you. For $5. Oh, so you can interact with tonight's show, which I think most of you know because I recognize a lot of the names in there. But in case you are not sure, for $5, you can give our players Sahlen's Blessing. So the blessing will be 1d6 that they can cash in. Again, disappearing. 1d6 that they can cash in for damage. They can add that to a check. They can use that to heal themselves. They can do all kinds of things with that d6. And it's very important. It's very helpful. If they use it, I can't interrupt it with my DM powers. Ta-da. For $10, you can give our players rerolls. That goes to a pool of rerolls that they can then pull from to better their odds of success in any situation. For $15, you can give me DM rerolls, which allows me to reroll allows me to force them to reroll their good rolls. So if they succeed, I can give them a better chance at failing. And then for $25, you can drop a character of your choice. You describe that character for us. We'll drop them into the world, and we'll make it fit. Hardliner asks, "Does anyone have the reroll counts?"
Yes.
Yes.
Go, Diva.
We have 1 group reroll, 2 group blessings, 2 Starheart blessings, and I don't know what everyone else's blessings are.
I know Ubo has a reroll dedicated to just him.
I have a reroll and 2 blessings.
Yeah, and Nitsage has a blessing.
I got a blessing.
And I've got 0 blessings.
That's great.
Thanks, Danny.
Yes, anytime. I love that movie so much.
Is Rusty still in the Navy?
Awesome.
Hooray! So we just talked about characters. Hey, John, thank you for that sub. Thank you for that tier 3 sub very much. 31 months. Holy shit.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Beer Batman says, "Wait a minute. What driving cross country? Didn't you just take a porthole?" They're like, haha, no, we fucking drove. For $50, you can give any of our players DM powers, which allows them to take over the story for 1 whole minute, which allows them to really solve whatever situation they're in. And as we continue to gear up toward a crescendo of this story, this will be more and more important as we go forward. Every time we hit $100, a new thing will trigger. For $100, the first $100 will drop a monster, and that is a boss level monster that our party then has to fight and kill. Last week it was Charlotte, the giant spider. Hey, thanks Art for the sub. 22 months, 1 month streak. Hey. And then at $200, another thing unlocks. $300, another thing. As we get closer to those, I'll further describe them. But at $300 is important because that's when things go really, really, really fucking poorly for the party, and that's probably my favorite. In the middle, something good for the party. At the top, monster. Cool. That's what we know. I would also like to add, because I have these, and I can only eat a few of them before I start to feel gross, Ace was really kind and went and got some snacks. These are our Pocky Haunted Ghost Pepper Chips, and they're super, super, super fucking hot. So I would like to say for $5, I will eat...
Justin is so happy.
The universe is eating you right now, and your chips, it's just like space is like, rah, rah, rah.
Art's like, "You're welcome. I love this channel." Oops, wrong account. So he did it from his own, from us. He did it from us. I was like, "Wow, Art, just go lay down."
Wait, is that?
So bad. I would eat this so bad with you, Danny. You know I would.
They're so good. I have another bag.
I'll be right there.
Right.
Use the porthole.
The porthole.
The portal.
Boink. Whoop.
When are they gonna invent those? It would be really convenient.
It would be really convenient.
Yeah, but then we would molecularly dissolve and then reappear, so we wouldn't really be us.
Are we still in the intro to this show?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
That is accurate.
All right. So last week, what had happened was you guys made it past an ice barrier that was either naturally occurring or created by somebody as a sort of barrier.
Ooh.
You melted that down. Thank you for that donation of $5. You knew it was going to come. Yes, Beard on Batman. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Should I do that too? We have like
Too close
we
up
have,
to the microphone.
we have some hot sauces and stuff. I could just have like a teaspoon per.
The
Are we allowed to do
nice
that?
thing is these taste really good. Like
Oh
they're really
man,
good.
you're killing me.
But then it comes back around, and it's just like, it's like if you swallowed like, I don't know, like a jelly bean or something, but somebody hit a fucking knife in it, just stabbing you in the back of the throat.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, that's
That
$5 for
sounds-
2 chips, hardliner, because 5.
Yeah,
is just too
$5 for
nice.
2 chips. Two.
That's not good.
Beard on Batman says, recap with
the
your
powder
mouth on
is so
fire.
fine you breathe it.
Oh,
Oh
good.
boy.
You don't need to talk at all. It's fine.
No.
Okay, you can
boy.
donate for hot sauce. Yeah, I mean
What
I'm
you
a little
got?
congested, so what do I have? I am weak sauce, but we have hot sauces.
I've never heard of I am weak sauce.
We done
That's the
full-
low end one.
It's my brand.
Don't call me low end.
No.
The spiciness, the Scoville.
Anyway,
level.
so what happened last week?
Last
They're
week,
hot tamales.
no sweeties. That's a candy. Get out of here.
They're not hot at all,
No, they're not.
but they're delicious.
They are.
They're too spicy for me.
Last week.
Goodness.
Oh, did stuff happen?
Yes. So last week, you fought your way past a bunch of spiders. You made it further into the Glasslands. You met up once again with Hush, who had disappeared to go to the burial site of his former heart beast, Eel, which was a snake dragon. And he has now sort of resurrected that body as a bone naga to accompany you on your current quest. He also recommended that you all head to a, whatchamacallit, a village, a Quailem village nearby to get some rest, maybe some supplies, some food, maybe more protection against the cold, that sort of thing.
So wave.
And that's about where you are. But you also know you have sort of spied where you believe the temple to be that holds the arm as well. Hardliner says, "Can I donate rerolls and that money go toward chips too?" No. You have to choose. Yes, Diva.
I was gonna say we also know who the Red Man is.
You know his name. Yes, you've
Yes.
never met him. But yeah, so the Red Man, who is by all accounts the head of the cult of Clote. His name is
Elish.
Elish.
Lish
Brazier.
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 Elish
Brazier.
Brazier.
Billy Eilish Bazier.
I hate everyone and everything. You're all gonna die.
Wait, how do you say his? I said it's Eilish, right?
Elish.
Ellis
Elish?
Bazier.
Basir, yes, B-A-S-S-I-R.
Basir. Oh, I wrote
Yeah.
Brazier.
He's a fireman. Yes.
Brazier.
Yeah. So you
Elish?
also
Here.
Elish
Yes.
Brazier.
Elish,
Brit-
Brazier.
Oh.
Oh god.
Yeah, say it one
Elish
more time.
Basir.
like
Keep saying it.
bassoon,
Say it
Basir.
Can you just
One
can
more
you
time.
write it? Can you write it down?
Keep saying it.
Write it
Can
down
you?
phonetically.
Can you write it down? I know what it is.
Elish Basir.
Uh-huh.
Just keep saying it. Yeah, don't stop.
Elish.
Every time.
Oh dear.
4 hours later.
Oh no, my pen.
Oh my gosh.
This is just life for you, isn't it?
Oh no. Oh, gee whiz, guys.
Let's keep going.
Elish. Here.
I would love to. I'd love to. You got it? You got the name? You got the name, buddy? You good? You good?
I'm fine.
Oh boy. All right. You also found that in the history of the Green Isles, it was King Belk Irway, who was the old king of the Kwai Lear, which are your people, Bubo and Nitsage, who instituted the banishment, who asked for the banishment curse. What's up, Diva?
Sorry, what was his name, please?
He's dead. It don't matter. I'll tell you the name that matters in a minute.
Okay.
Champion says, you guys need a nap. I don't. I'm awake. I'm happy. I'm ready to play. Anyway, so you found out it was the old Elven king is the one who instituted, and the king of this specific island of Lear was the one who instituted the banishment curse. He hired Elish Basir to create this curse. The curse was bound through their bloodline. So as long as their bloodline survives, the curse remains intact. And this is information that Hush knew and relayed to you. He also met Basir long before his transformation into the Red Man, but he sort of kept tabs on him throughout all this time. A long time ago, Hush had tried to send assassins out to kill the king's son, the current king, who's Nelka Earway.
That's the one I wrote down.
There you go. But he is too well guarded. It is too hard to get to him, and even for Hush's talents, he's failed basically every time. And because he was banished at some point, he likes to make himself less known. So he's known within the assassin community, and he was at Copper Forge, where a lot of elves don't necessarily go. But he's sort of outing himself on this mission with you all to finish his work. You are all now headed to a Glasslands area where you know that Fallow, who is the current leader of the Kwai Lem, to basically try and round them up and find a way to bring them to the west, to the Green Isles, to take down King Nelka.
Fallow or Pharaoh?
Pharaoh. Was it Fallow?
Follow.
It
I
just
thought
said
you said
fallow.
follow.
But we have Pharaoh in our books.
Yeah, it's Pharaoh.
Okay.
Farrow.
That's the leader of the Quilem.
Yes. Yeah, and he is the youngest. He would be younger than anyone here, with the exception of Starheart. He's young for an elf. He's young for anyone. He's basically a kid.
Wait, but he's older than me or is younger than me?
He's older than you.
Okay.
But like, as far as elves are concerned, like they generally aren't seen as reaching maturity until they're like 400s or so.
Yeah.
And he's maybe 40.
He's a baby.
Well, I don't know how old Aura is, but
I'm 80-ish, so I'm actually a pretty young elf as well too.
nice.
I think tieflings age the same as humans, so she's probably like early 30s.
Nice.
How old's Bubo?
Working on it.
What?
I didn't write down an age for him.
I thought you said he is the knight.
Nope.
Like, how old is Bubo? He is the knight.
That's not what I said.
Anyway,
So we're on our way. Oh, do I still have the water elemental, or has that disappeared?
It's no. As you sort of shuffled along and traveled this way, it started to get more and more slushy as it went, and the ice overtook
okay.
it. So it's now just a solid glob of ice
Oh,
kind of reaching out
puddles.
toward you as you continue to walk. Yeah. So at this, we're gonna start tonight. You have arrived. You've made it to this Quilem village. They
Ooh,
take
look at it.
They take your mules. If you can you see the map? I think I'm moving you over to the map.
Yeah.
So imagine this, but expanded. Several hundred houses and huts like this all over the place, but very closely huddled for warmth and for other reasons, for economy of fire, that sort of thing. There are centralized fire pits. There are maybe two rings that are kind of like, it looks almost like a number 8. 2 rings housing everybody, and it's pretty. Yeah, I mean, no, it's still freezing here, but they welcome you with surprise more than anything. A Quilem sort of shuffles up and greets you. they all look a little pale, a little disheveled, a little worse for wear. And knowing what you know about what they've had to sacrifice to survive here, you can understand that they've been through quite a bit. But he still greets you politely. It's a tall Kwai in a long robe, and he's got a small sort of like sparrow parakeet on his shoulder.
Mhm.
Hello. Welcome, strangers. Welcome, Hush.
Thank you for having us. We've traveled a long way, and our compatriots are very weary. Do you have an inn we could stay at?
We have nothing quite so organized as that. No, but we do have food. We do have drink. We have clean water, that sort of thing. As far as somewhere to sleep, you might have to just take a floor of someone's home.
Anything out of the wind will be completely fine. Thank you so much. What is your name?
I am El.
El?
Yes.
I'm Aura. It's nice to meet you.
Hello, Aura. Greetings, everyone. Please make yourselves at home. We do have a sort of a liquor to warm your bones. It doesn't taste like much. Everything is made of the same vegetable here. But please enjoy.
Thank you.
I just want to be a little more perceptive of Hailstorm, just because I don't know what their thoughts or intentions are with seeing heart beasts, since they don't really have theirs,
He has his. It's really uncommon for them to not have their heart beasts.
No, it's uncommon for them not to have their heart beast, or to have their heart beast, because that's why they got shuffled out here, right?
There are multiple ways to make a sacrifice to survive this cold. Only a few have done the heart beast thing, because it is an eternal existence of torment. Other people have basically been like, hey, you kill me and you get to live. Or I kill you, I get to live, that sort of thing. So people made these sort of dark deals along the way, but heart beasts were also, because they are so close to the soul, it counts as killing a sentient living being. I've turned myself up a little bit, if that helps you guys. We're doing some technical stuff on the other side.
So there are heart beasts around.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Super Token, how's it going, man?
Hey.
Been a long time.
Ooh.
So who was El? He was just the one who introduced us to the
He's
town.
greeting you. Yeah, he walks you over to. Let me get to the page over here. Back here, there's several barrels. I only dropped 2 because lazy. But this is sort of like thick ichor, like think like frozen Jägermeister, sort of just brown, like drank. It's not good. It doesn't taste great.
Starheart drinks it.
Oh yeah. I mean, they recommend it like almost medicinally. Like please take some. And
Interesting.
they pour out little cups for you, little mugs. Who drinks? Who doesn't? Starheart.
I drink.
Mm-hmm.
I
You're fine, so you don't necessarily have to.
I'll take a swig.
Okay.
I don't have any. I'm not down any hit points or anything.
Oh yeah, did we full rest, by the way? Sorry to ask now.
No. At this point, you're still finishing up your travel.
Great.
I have a drink
Hooray.
or 2.
I have a sip, but I do not like it. But I know it's supposed to help with the warmth.
Mm-hmm. As it drops down your gullet and burns. Sorry, go ahead, Aura.
Oh, I was gonna say, while everyone is drinking, I'm gonna kind of like warm mine with my dagger lit, just kind of watch as everyone is drinking it and heating mine up in the meantime.
Sure.
That's smart.
Yeah, yours starts to steam a little bit and starts to just sort of bubble, and like it's thick enough to where every time a bubble pops, it's like that slush, that slop sound. It's almost a soup. But the second it hits your gullets, you all feel so much better. Your points of exhaustion are evaporated. You're back to normal. And you don't heal up, but also you're no longer feeling the effects of the cold. There is, for you magic users, you can feel there is a tingle of magic to this that alleviates the symptoms of this place.
Love it.
What was it?
They also offer you food, which is an equally brown. Yeah, what's up?
It tastes disgusting, but it does make me feel a little better.
All right.
Just plug your nose and close your eyes and then chug it.
I mean, if I had some honey, it would be better, or some lemon, or
You got me.
I think we're still tired. I think we're still exhausted, maybe. But
No one really finding everyone.
Everyone's reaction and that they're safe. I'll go ahead and drink mine.
Sweet.
Hush isn't here. He's gone.
What? No, he's with you.
Oh, he's with me. He's with us.
Yeah.
Um,
Hush has a drink, but it's more ceremonial. Everyone there knows that he doesn't need to, but they all take turns sort of petting Eel, because most of them saw him once when he was alive. And so Eel just kind of snuggles up to a lot of people, rattling his bones as he goes. Yeah, it's like, it would be terrifying if you didn't know what you know. But it's pretty adorable.
what time is it?
It is, well, now it's sun is going down. It's right up against the ice at this point.
Eel, how long have you been here?
L.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Eel is the
Is the beastie.
Yeah.
one less E on that name, and I've got it. L, how long have you been here?
I've been here 500 years.
Goodness.
Whoa.
Are you one of the longer time
Go on.
veterans of?
Longer time veteran.
I'm somewhat in the middle, really. But no, not necessarily. There are people who've been here for thousands, and now that Olnus has returned, I seem more of a junior.
Now that who's returned?
Olnus, one of the first.
Illness.
The one we freed from the cave, or revivified, I think is the one.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. Maybe I was asleep.
You were
You
not with
weren't
us for
there.
that.
I was not there.
Yeah.
Is this one of the main villages? How many villages do you have here in the Deadlands?
We don't know the full number. We know of 12 that we have marked from this location. Thank you, MJ Sano, for the sub. Bye. Thank you very much. Yay, 19 months.
You don't keep in touch with all that you.
It's a time of survival. We haven't gathered for, I want to say, 200 years. There's been no need. Nothing happens except more join us. Either they join one of our enclaves or they decide not to and open up one of their own, becoming another circle that we forget about.
Do you feel that is a disadvantage on the overall survival of the Quailem?
You speak of advantages as if there is something for us to win. We've already lost.
Once you're up here, do you have any more desire to continue further north, or is this it?
This is it. Once we pass that wall, the desire sheds, but we've found comfortable places. There are places to draw water. Again, these plants that were created by... what is her name? By Hellis. She saved us all. The liquor you're drinking is made from it, as are the meals being prepared for you now. Those plants are our entire survival out here. We may be immortal, but if we don't eat, we die.
Now, this Hellis, I heard that Pharaoh was in charge here, not Hellis.
Hellis is long dead. DM time. You all saw Hellis's body. She was one of the first
cave.
4. Yeah, in the cave.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Let me ask you this. You speak and answer my questions as if you say that you've already lost. There's nothing left. Why not send your souls to a peace?
That's sort of against our way. Even though there's nothing we are aware of that we can fight, we still hold hope that the curse would be broken at some point.
There
We
are
hope
some
that maybe the king doesn't hold a son.
That's what I was hoping to hear you say, hope. I believe we have an answer to that hope.
There are some who believe that the king's blood is still in his heir, and when spilled, that would break your curse.
I see.
By spilled, she means spilled dead. All of it spilled. Just so you know.
I've heard this theory as well. We discuss it often, sort of almost jokingly now. Like, oh, kill the king. We're all stuck here. But I am not a vengeful man. I am aware that the current king is not the one who doomed us. Killing him, though it would win my freedom, would mar my soul. I was banished for something not so terrible. I was an embezzler. I took money. The king decided that that was worth my entire existence being frozen alive.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So it does sound like this guy should probably...
No.
Yeah, that was his father, right? Not
Yes, that would be Belk. Belk is the one who banished me, and several. He banished people who committed no crimes. He banished people who just didn't like. Challengers to his reign, to his authority. People who disagreed with him, people who just said or did the wrong thing. When it began, it was all murderers and other fell things. But eventually he ran out of people to punish and enjoyed the power.
El.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Nitsaj Alsop, by the way, the Quailier.
Hello, Quailier. Pleasure to meet you.
Of course. Thank you, first of all, for letting us humbly come into this village unannounced, excuse me. I'm freezing. And, but I agree with you in a sense where I don't think the killing of the king is necessary. And here you are saying that you're not a vengeful person, but wouldn't you want this curse lifted?
More than anything, but at the same time, what is the cost worth the price? I've gotten comfortable here as comfortable as one can be.
So I'm sorry. Andre, Bubo, Diva, Aura, I don't.
What's her name?
Who's Diva?
Oh, it's a Starheart. Goodness. Getting into it. Sorry. I looked right at you and looked at Diva. You need to quit looking at names.
I mean, Elle, you've been here for quite some time. Has there been any talk of another way of breaking the curse? Is there any historical documents that might say otherwise?
I'm sorry? Sorry, one more time.
That's quite all right. Do you know if there's any other way that's even been whispered as an alternative to break the curse?
I'm not an expert. I'm not a holy man. I wouldn't know the ways of the gods, but I hear there are two ways to sever this sort of thread. One is the one who forged it, and one is in the place of where the power resides.
That's not very specific.
You would go to the underworld and sever the thread yourself.
Wait,
or
hold
you kill the innocent king.
Okay, so if we can rewind for just a moment, and you said underworld?
Yes, that's
the world of under.
Correct.
Like
the realm of the dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The
So
dead people.
same page.
The
So
cloak people.
I don't want to die, so maybe that plan can go this way, and we will do the plan where we kill the one guy and not me. I am too precious to be lost
Well,
to
who
this
says
world.
that we need to kill ourselves to even enter the realm of death?
Would Andre or I know that?
Whether there's plane walkers around?
Both of you make a religion check for me.
Can I do a history check of like myths or
Right on.
legends that I have heard about, beings going into the underworld, like heroes and coming out, for their loved ones or, something like that.
Sure.
Beard on a Batman says, "You blew up a mountain. You're the team of shortcuts. Kill the king." He's not wrong.
15 on my religion.
Okay.
25 for my history.
Oh shit. Okay. Wonderful. Bravathian of the Brosian. Thank you for gifting those subs. Bravathian.
Brovathian.
So kind.
Brovathian of the
Thank you
Brosian.
very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yay. Oh, hey.
Did you get
The spice is still there, friends.
It was
Oh,
Andre.
All right. So, for you, Andre,
Yes.
I don't know where you are. I'm pointing to you where I see you, which is wrong. For you, Andre, what you know is there are ways to physically get to, or you have heard of physical ways to get to the underworld.
Right.
One of them is the maw that you passed as you traveled
Yeah,
northward.
totally.
I was gonna guess.
Mhm.
But as far as actually getting down that way, no idea how to physically make it happen.
Right.
But that you have heard of like pilgrims of Clote basically ending their time on this earth by descending into the maw. But a lot of them just jump. Some people have tried rappelling down or various other methods of going down this very sheer cliff into nothingness.
Right.
So there are ways. You don't have to die in order to visit these other planes of existence.
Right.
That is a fact. But how to get there outside of that one way, you don't know. And then Nitsage, for your history check, what you know or what you have heard, there were many stories about sort of like, Faustian style tales of people making deals with devils and stuff. And what you remember, all of them had 3 segments to make them work. There was the person who, so there was like the mortal, the god, and the middleman, in order to make these strong bonds, right? So the thread runs through all 3 of them. And this, to make the parallel of the current situation, you would know that the god obviously is Clote, the middleman is the red man, and then the king's son Nelka is the first thing I said.
the mortal.
The mortal. And from there, other curses can spoke. So because that middleman has made that deal and is part of that thread, he is forever connected directly to Clote. And that's how he's been making all of these other deals and has threaded his cult off of that. So it's like a tree branch. He's been nourishing his connection to Clote, all the while sapping that power from him. And this is sort of like you taking what you know of these children's tales and applying it to the current situation to come to that conclusion. So it's one of those things like you can disrupt this connection in many ways, but destroying it now becomes the question of what do you break first? Do you break the king? Do you break the middleman? Or do you break the god or free the god?
The chains.
I think that's an easy decision. It would be the middleman. It would be the red man. We try and go after him.
But would he be the hardest one to go after? Because he's going to have the most power. He's built it up over eons.
Yeah, but that's also like the most badass. Next to killing a god.
But you also
Andre-
don't want to die.
Andre, we're not going to go after Clote because the world needs him, and frankly, I'm not going to go after a god.
I would never dream of even letting you try and kill
No,
my
of
god.
course. I'd kick my own ass.
Yes, but
Right?
I don't believe that it's necessary to kill him to break the chain. I think that it's just a physical manifestation where he's in.
Clote or the red man?
The chain, like where Clote is, the chain could be a physical element.
It's almost like Clote is being held down by the chain, and we need to break the chain.
Well, that goes back to the chain glyph that we saw on the 4 pillars. I think this has a lot to do. Obviously, we know that this has a lot to do with the king and or the red man or both.
Right.
I'm going to put my vote in again that we not kill a king of the Quailier.
Fair enough.
One, we already have somebody who vouches for the new king and doesn't wish any ill will. I don't know if that's it for, obviously that can't be it for the rest of the Quailem, but...
Well,
I say we meet him first.
the king?
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
He might be able to give us resources to lead us to the Red Man and...
Or a good reason to... You know, also resources, as you so succinctly put it.
I have an idea. Just a thought.
Yes.
Now, knowing that if we were to kill the king, that would potentially weaken the Red Man, what if we were just to use the king as bait to bring the Red Man to us?
Oh.
Because
Would
we
he
don't know
care?
where to find this Red Man, do we?
No, not really, not yet.
And he
Why-
seems pretty elusive.
To sort of jump into Nitsage's train of thought to add more into that history check of his, with Andre's question of would he care, you know for a fact the answer would be yes. Because that first connection, all three spokes of it are what give the Red Man his power.
Right.
So if you were to threaten the king, you threaten the Red Man. If you were to threaten Clote, you also threaten the Red Man.
I was gonna say, yeah, because either way, his curse would be broken. So he would want to stay on top of that.
Right.
So perhaps we stage something with the king, no intention of hurting him, just to draw out the Red Man.
Right. And the way an L just put it, we break the one who forged it, and then we go to the place where the power resides. So that's the one who first forged this was Elish. And where the power resides could be, I mean, it's in the underworld, but we have an acolyte of Clote himself.
I could ask him, actually.
Wait, really quickly, didn't we only need to do one or the other? Either go to the underworld or kill. Wait. What?
Whoa.
Okay, did we need to either go to the underworld or kill someone in the chain, or do we have to do both?
We're not sure which one we could do.
So, wait.
I'm trying to
Right,
find the
and
path
these
of
are
least
all-
resistance right now.
Well, these are all theories, right?
Yeah,
L,
right.
am I mistaken? You don't know for sure. These are just things that have been talked about.
Okay.
L,
L
is that?
steps forward. Sorry, you asked him a direct question?
Yes, I did.
So
I was just alluding to what he said about these are still theories and not quite.
as far as how these sorts of things function, yes, that sounds all correct. But what brings you to this land exactly?
We came specifically for an object. We were told
object.
that there is a remnant of a soullight here.
In the garden. Oh, did hello, my name is Starheart, of Starheartonia. You may have heard of me. I have some
I don't
followers.
hear of much, my dear.
Spread the good word of me. Anywho, so this Hellas lady, rest her soul. Did she happen to have a garden?
Yes. Well, her garden feeds all of us, but she first laid it down in the temple up the way.
Oh,
Called it her garden of stone.
may I go
where
there?
we
I
go.
need to pray to myself.
You're more than welcome to head that way, of course. Please take some food with you as well, and any of this drink that you may need. We don't need as our metabolisms are very slow, so please, you'll burn through it faster. He takes out basically a small barrel and leaves it in your.
How far
your
away
weapons are.
is the temple?
It would be another half day journey, so you'd probably take it in the morning. Thank you
Oh,
for the
I was
follow,
gonna-
Pone Bone.
I was gonna get ready to just hoof it.
Heart, it's gonna get dark and very cold.
Okay.
There. We should stay the night here, and we'll leave at first light.
Okay. Because I have a good feeling.
Oh, I agree.
But we need to rest because the cold is already wiping out everyone.
Is there a beast?
What was
No.
that?
No,
Was
everything's
that a
fine.
Danny?
Everything's fine. Hold up. Nothing's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. I thought I was doing something clever and I fucking broke it.
Oh no.
Okay, so chat, yes, it is the current king whose name is Nelka. And then it is Clote, and then the red man whose name is Elish.
Yes.
Brazier.
Basir. Hi.
Billie Eilish Brazier.
Nice Brazier.
Thank you for the host, Bangalangs.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
These are all good things to think about.
Yes. I agree. Thoughts abound in my mind, and we should think about them.
No, please, Andre.
Are we like heading somewhere right now at this point as we're talking, or are we still just chatting?
I think we're waiting to go to sleep so then we can wake up and leave.
Okay.
L guides you to a larger house that is occupied by just a very quiet who never speaks.
A quiet,
She just shuffles off to like a side of the room, lays down, goes to bed, and kind of gestures to the rest of the building. So she's sleeping in here. This one. But she gives you all this space to rest.
Okay.
Thank you.
She just kind of...
Where'd Hush go?
Hush is actually kind of... he's schmoozing. He doesn't need the rest. He's not exhausted. He's not that cold either. So he's just kind of saying hello to old friends that he hasn't seen in probably a couple hundred years.
I mean, there's nothing really for us to do except kind of snooze it off, yeah?
Well, I'd like to talk if we're all here.
So, I don't believe there's any reason to kill a god.
Or we can't. There's no possible way. We've already faced Kelrek, and he's a lesser god, and he
Yes.
more powerful than I can ever be.
Well, this is proof true. So we've had many foes try to kill me, and none have been successful. So
That's very
your
true.
theory is correct.
What are you saying?
Huh?
It's not wise to kill a god. Yes. But,
Not
I
or
would not recommend it.
no.
Yes. But what I'm trying to figure out is whether the things that all aren't something we can physically grasp in this plane of existence is something we could actually physically destroy in another. For instance, if there is a physical chain that's actually keeping him down, can we destroy it if we were to go after it and not have to kill anyone?
It would be super helpful if we knew if this was a metaphor or if this was physical.
I might be able to help with that. I have one question I can ask my god.
And now in the
Better
time,
make it a good one.
Make it a long one with many contractions and many what's the word with like
Run-on
the
Oh,
sentences.
butts? Do those.
It's not that simple. It's more of a yes or no answer, and it's an honest answer, not a truthful one.
Make it multi-choice.
Ask him if destroying the red man would break the chain that binds him.
no. Ask. We need to. I think Andre wants to ask more specifically about the physical chain holding him.
Ask him if we could kill him.
Kill the god?
Yeah. Yeah, just ask his permission. Maybe he'll say
Thing
yes.
on your
and then
shoulder
this'll be
talking
really
to you
easy.
again, Bubo.
Huh?
That thing on your shoulder talking to you again.
No,
No, he's not here.
I think Bubo has a point because if it's
It wasn't me!
because if it's the god of death, then the god of death would die, and because he's the god of death god, he could come back because he's already death god. We should
Which is
ask.
why he might say yes to dying.
You know who would be good at this is Jeb. He's dead. He's dead, Jeb.
Or you know who might have some answers? Hellas's garden, where we're going in the morning.
True.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe we should go to bed then.
Yes. We'll decide
It's pretty
more
late.
then.
Thank you for the cheers, K-Weeb.
Wait, if you could only ask a question once a day, then shouldn't you ask one now and then ask one in the morning?
Sure. Yeah. That sounds like
Double it up. Double
Yes,
it up.
Andre, what are you going to ask?
Well,
How many worshippers can Starheart borrow?
Don't ask me
don't
that.
think that's as important as the
a
life and
terrible
death
question.
situations of the world.
Don't ask that one, Andre. Don't ask it.
I promise I will not ask anything about Starheart worship.
Starheart, I feel like you and I should have a conversation. I think things have happened since I've gone that I don't understand.
I'm the same person. I always was.
Well, I can see that, but have you been insinuating that you are a god?
I'm not insinuating anything. I'm saying yes because I decided I wanted to be.
Okay, listen, I've always said this, and I'll keep saying this.
Ah.
You drink entirely too much.
No. One,
I would
false.
agree.
Two, no
Accurate.
one recognized me as a queen, let alone a princess. So, I gotta go up the ladder to God.
Did she get her head hit while we were
No.
gone?
No, just this has been escalating.
No,
really.
this is her. This is who she's become.
I'm going to look for greater restoration in my spell book.
Trust me, it won't work.
Well, okay. I made a wish upon a Danny Montooth shaped star
I don't know what
that
that is.
I
That's
would
a weird
have
song.
followers.
Yes. When you get out of this wasteland and into a populated area, they might show up.
Because I want them to. Okay, so anyway.
No, why do you need followers?
So,
Starheart, you're not a god.
duh, but no one else has to know that.
Well, it would have been nice for us to know that you're not a god.
Well, I could be.
Maybe.
Bangalang says
Hey.
greater
What
restoration.
are you doing, players?
We're going to bed.
We're
not
still
gonna ask
role
your god-
playing, Danny.
Sorry. Are you going to ask your god a question?
Yes, yes.
We should give Andre some peace and quiet so he can speak with Float.
Very well. I kind of find a quiet corner in my room, or in the place we've been given.
Mhm.
Sit down with my medallion. Float, my god of death. The chains that bind you. If we were to see you in person on your plane, would we be able to break them there?
If you wield the right weapon.
Very well.
Well, what?
It's a possibility.
What is?
If another thing we might need eventually, but we would need something very powerful, a weapon to wield.
Which weapon? I've got several.
He didn't.
I am also
say.
a living weapon.
I would not try and throw you at the chains the first thing, but we could give it a try.
Yeah,
I
that'd be a
appreciate
great
it.
idea. She's small. We could throw her far.
It's true. It's true. But he did say that if we wielded the right weapon, we could break them there.
The solid.
I don't know if she's a weapon.
The hand.
We have no information about what it is.
Wait, hold up. But
Oh.
isn't okay? Weren't we told that in order to free him, isn't that why we're here in the first place? Is because we needed to get the hand of the Sahlen in order to free Clote from his chains?
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Okay, so
So
then
perhaps if we get the
Thank you
hand,
for the reroll, M. Jason. Oh, thank you very much.
thank
we
you.
could take the hand, turn it into a chopping hand, and then cut the chains with the hand. It'll work perfectly.
I agree. Or it's something like that.
I am
Go on. Yeah, one more time. I didn't hear you.
Thank you. I'm not entirely sure what the Soullight's hand is for. I just know that it's something that we need.
To break the chain.
Maybe it'll break the chains.
It's possible.
Boobo, I like the way you think.
Oh, good. I've spent most of my life doing it.
Contemplatively, I'm going to open up my blank book and write a question in it. And it's going to say, where is the Sawlight's hand? And hold it open. It's the book that
You see it begins to paint. It sketches a lot of hard edges, a few levels of stone and ice sort of melded together over time. One sort of become the other. And it's floating very similarly as it was in that parchment that you received a long time ago, where it is sort of glowing of its own accord, floating above the ground and just kind of rotating in place as it's being sketched.
it doesn't have like a quote unquote like garden look to the area.
There are underneath the ice, you do see there are shadows of thick vines kind of weaving in and out through the bottom of the ice and the steps and all of that. And even looking around, you can see the vines all kind of covered by snow, but peeking out here and there where the vegetables actually come out.
Danny, we got a character drop.
A character drop from Beard on a Batman.
Oh, God damn it.
It is the town seer bursts through the door and points at Starheart. Yes, it is you, the goddess, whose coming I have foreseen.
I'm actually glad that you read that because I read the town steer through the door.
Danny, I have a question. I'm going through my potions list, and you said when we were at Carabin's tower that I got a bunch of new potions. Can you tell me how many is a bunch?
The empty ones?
Didn't we go through that like a couple weeks ago?
No, I grabbed a ton of unlabeled potions. I have a love potion, and then I had 8 labeled bottles, and I've drunk 2.
All right. So you have 6 labeled bottles left.
Mm-hmm.
That other thing you just said.
A love potion, and then
I will
a bunch of new potions unlabeled.
I will call that 7. You have
Okay.
7 potions.
Total?
Well, no, 7.
Oh,
unlabeled.
7 plus 6. Okay. Cool.
Cool. Tight.
Oh my gosh, sir, you can't just barge in here, can you? We're all trying to sleep.
Who are you?
I am the great Sky, and I have foreseen it is you, the goddess whose coming I had foreseen.
What did you?
No, that can't,
Oh my gosh, it is true.
It can't
that can't
true.
be. It can't be
I
true.
thought I was making it up.
You
Well,
thought you were making it up?
No.
You are the great Starheart. You've come to save us all. Word of your passing has traveled across the wind into my brain.
I cast detect thoughts on this mad guy.
And I walk up to him and slap him across the face. And I say, you stop it right now. Stop feeding into that.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
Make a wisdom save for me of 16.
Okay. Natural 20.
Damn it.
What? I mean, he is a seer. He saw that
First
coming.
of all, I can't. I was trying to infiltrate more to his mind, but now I can't. So
And I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
You wish me to not worship in front of you. I'm sorry if I've offended, but so rarely does your goddess enter the room.
I am going to do.
He starts like taking off his belt and like throws the buckle on the ground at your feet. He like undoes his pouch and starts emptying all his coins. He like takes off
That was
his
going in a
bonnet,
completely different direction.
takes it down. Like just anything on his person that he can sacrifice, he's giving to you. Thank you, Aeon Falls, for the follow.
What is I would like to roll for intimidation.
Okay. With advantage, because this person thinks you're a god?
Yeah, I want to like really be gaudy. Like, no, that is not very good. 5.
Yeah. That was
with advantage? With advantage? Dirty 20.
Nice.
Yeah, he's terrified of you now.
No, not terrified. No.
What were
You're
you trying to
to
do?
intimidate him.
No, like.
Wait, and you get like crazy because you're wearing your thing, right? So you get crazy intimidation.
Oh, I
anyway.
am wearing my tiara too.
And that's like a
I
plus
didn't think about that.
something.
Who are you
It's
trying to intimidate?
Plus something.
Apparently,
Everyone in
her
them.
own disciple. She is a mean god.
No. I wanted more like a regal thing. Like this was more of the you listen to me, not them type intimidation.
What do you say?
I say, kind servant of Starheart, please lend me your name. Or tell it to
Like,
me. Don't
you're
actually
gonna-
like let
one
me.
I
of
said it when I
you-
came in, my liege, my goddess. My name is Scree.
Yeah, he said that when he shouted out loud when he first entered.
I was so
Please do not
overwhelmed.
take out your vengeful wrath on me.
Oh no, Scree, bring it in, buddy.
No,
He's gonna pass out.
What? You're terrifying him. Look at, he's shaking.
Starheart is a benevolent goddess.
I don't even know. I can't. I'm so tired. I'm just going to let it happen. I'm so tired. I'm going to let her become a god.
Okay, I look at Nitsich and I
Uh-huh.
Go on.
14, and that's a
While you're figuring that out, 2 seconds. Aeon Falls, I saw that you were streaming D&D and had to check that out. I'm about to start a game on Roll22. Wanted to see how it worked with people who know what they're doing. I know what I'm doing with D&D. I do not know what I'm doing with Roll20, like at all. I'm still learning it. This is my second time ever really using it. Third now.
Not too bad.
But thanks for thinking we know what we're doing.
Yeah, but I appreciate it. Yeah, stick around. But yeah, if you like D&D, we do the thing.
We do
Can
the
you roll
thing.
for hotness on this seer?
Hey, role play with me.
Yeah.
Don't roll anything. Just role play with me. Let's go.
Yeah.
Not
Oh no, I wanted to do something. Okay, no,
He's an 8, by the way.
out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what is he?
He's a seer.
He's an elf. They're all elves here.
How old is he? Well, if he's 8,
You don't know.
Okay.
That's adults. They
I-
all look the same.
I cast command.
Okay.
On who?
Why?
On him?
Nitsich.
Oh my gosh. What?
What do I have to do? There's a saving throw.
Wisdom,
Yes,
right?
wisdom 14.
And
No,
I
no.
do.
No, I'm going to roll for that.
Oh, okay.
I say
What's it? What saving throw is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
14.
14. I beat it.
Okay, then I'm still gonna.
Yes.
Nitsich, please bow.
No, I want to go to bed, and this is ridiculous.
Nitsich, you listen to your queen god. Please bow.
Or is just laughing in the corner. Great.
Scree
feel like-
says,
Bow before her. Bow before your goddess.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills right now. Or do something, say something.
I've already slapped him, dude. Would you like me to slap him again?
No.
Aeon
no.
Falls called me Venkman, and I'm taking this as the greatest compliment of my life, by the
Oh,
way.
that's awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
Pigman.
All right. I'll get up from my stool and I'll just step in front of this guy. How tall is he?
Well, currently he's like kneeling and slapping his hands down, but he standing up, he'd be about 6 feet tall.
Okay.
Rise.
I'm gonna use
He rises.
thaumaturgy to fire up my eyes and like just boom my voice a little bit. Your god requires sleep. Leave this place.
Like, hold on. Lots of things are gonna happen.
You want me to make an intimidation check?
No, I had him roll against it, and he rolled a 2. So he's, he like falls over himself because he had taken his belt off. His pants fall down as he's scrabbling out the door. What was that, Bubo?
I'd like to produce two flames in my hands and like come from around aura and like doing the great and mighty Oz.
And then to cap that all off, I use thaumaturgy to fly open the door.
Danny.
Yes.
When I casted Detect Thoughts, I actually was able to learn the surface thoughts of this guy.
Yeah.
What was he thinking?
Everything he said. It was, he firmly believes that Starheart is his god.
Okay. Thank you.
And now I'm actually starting to believe it too.
Oh boy.
No, I will have a conversation with Nitsage later about
everyone
what
just,
I think I am.
Settle down, sir. Thank you so much for coming and
Is he still there?
No, he's like gone. His pants are still in the room.
I pick up his pants and belt, open the door, chuck him outside, close the door, lock the door.
Yeah. There are now 15. It's not gold pieces exactly. It's like their money here is like slices of that same vegetable that have been dried outside, and it's sort of like a bead situation.
I was gonna say, like, I take 1 for taxes.
Oh, jeez. Pack some of them. Just leave it here in case he comes back, so we can have his vegetables.
Fine, I'll pick up the rest of his vegetable beads and put them outside on his pants. He's not coming back in.
No, I want one of those vegetable beans. They look delicious.
No one thought I was a queen, but I wanted to be, so I called myself a god. Maybe I am a god.
No,
You're not a god.
I think he saw your tiara, your crown, and thought he hasn't seen that in a long time, and he's been here for a very, very long time. I think he might have been confused.
He didn't look like he's been here for a long time. He looked like, if I was to give him a number, I'd say like an 8.
Right, but Kwai can be thousands of years old.
Yeah, he was an 8 out of at least 200-year-old Kwai.
I don't know. Starheart, goddess.
Nope. Terrible idea.
Perhaps you should sleep on it, and we'll
The
revisit this tomorrow.
celestial.
Her up.
That's Aura, please.
She's just gonna keep talking.
I can't sleep on Starheart.
What did she?
I pass. I was going like Starheart the goddess, Starheart the celestial, just coming up with all these names, and then Starheart the.
Thank you, Andre. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
But what if it's true?
We're
though?
going to bed. I don't have to cast it twice.
I'm just saying this could be a conversation that we need to have.
Good night. I just pulled the
We got
covers
things
over.
to do in the morning.
Listen, we don't know where she's getting her powers from, so I'm just saying.
I'm asleep, right? Yeah, I'm
You're
asleep.
asleep.
I'm asleep.
I'm just saying I don't want to tell her this. That my concerns are that she might be some sort of. She is wearing a starlight. She is wearing it. I mean, there's a reason for everything.
Do you think that's where her power comes from?
I don't want to even. From the starlight. Oh, maybe.
That's a thought.
Oh, it's very interesting. Okay, I'm going to sleep now.
So everyone goes to sleep.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Long
I
rest.
would like it to be known that in my sleep I'm muttering, like just different
Someone put a pillow over her.
superlatives.
The woman whose house it is does that. Like as she continues to mumble, she's like, and you can see her gauge whether or not to push down. She's just like, she like walks away from the pillow. Keeps moving.
I just nod at. I just shake. Nah.
Someone snap at her. Snap.
Stars. Star.
Okay.
Sun rises. Jeez.
Thank you.
So they greet you with a very, very meager breakfast.
Is that a long rest for us, Danny?
Yeah, it's a long rest, and you are met with various vegetables, not various, the same vegetable, but like all parts of it. So it's like there's vines to kind of like gnaw on if you want a different texture. The gourd itself is very dense, very firm. It's like, think of an eggplant that is just fucking rock hard, and that's what all this stuff is made out of. And same thing with the liquor. They give you more of that liquor. They give you a bunch of fresh water. They water your horses, but I mean, none of it tastes good. There are no spices. There's no way to make this stuff better. This is just what's there. This is the only plant that could survive here. Yes, Starheart.
Is it better if you drink with it?
No, I mean the beverage itself is also disgusting and sludgy. It's like, have you ever like bitten into like a cucumber once it started to go a little bit? And it's got that slime on it. That is the texture of everything that you're eating, except without the refreshing taste of a cucumber. It just tastes like bark. Like it doesn't. It has no flavor.
I don't eat. I just take a drink.
Okay.
I eat it.
That is too gross for me.
Who do we meet up with? Who's outside? Who's ready to go with us?
Paragon is there with you all as well still.
Oh, you're still here? How are you not freezing right now?
I'm very cold, as a matter of fact. My armor is very metallic and it takes the cold quite well. I have to keep peeling my skin off of it.
Here, drink some
I'm
of this.
sure your love will keep you warm.
I give him a little swig of that.
I do
The
not
warm juice.
imbibe, but thank you, sir.
Did he run across? Oh, I didn't write his name down. My follower,
Scree.
Yeah,
Scree.
you don't know.
God, still don't know his name?
I wrote it down now.
You don't deserve followers.
I wrote
Is it Billy Eilish?
here. Scree.
Eilish Brazier.
Screech, Diva.
Scree.
Yeah, Screech. That's what I said.
Jeb is still around as well. Let me find him. I forgot to drop him in there.
Did we roll for hotness for Jeb?
Yeah, a while ago. He's super hot.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Yeah.
he's really bonable.
He definitely has like a charisma about him.
No, yeah.
Bones.
In my head, we just have
Bone
Jack
Daddy.
Skellington running around with.
And bones at all.
Bone Daddy.
It's like Jack Skellington if he played a lot of craps or something. Like he's
It's more like the skeleton from Corpse Bride, right? He was like a gambler, derby.
oh yeah. Fuck, I loved so much of that movie, but also hated so much of that movie.
Which movie?
Corpse Bride.
Never saw it.
Yeah,
It's gorgeous. It is a gorgeous movie.
Oh.
It's worth looking at.
I'm a solid
Yeah.
eh.
The behind the scenes are worth the purchase in that one. Everything built is amazing. Anyway. Yeah, so the same party you made it up here with is with you, but Hush is now also in tow with the eel Bone Naga trailing behind. Parn and his remaining soldier they've rested, but they're still kind of beaten to hell. They have not recovered particularly well. It looks like one of his soldiers' wounds is infected. So he's going to at least stay behind. And Parn doesn't look much better, but he's got sort of a soldier's resolve where he feels he must. So he's still gearing up and getting ready to go.
I would like to go over to the wounded one, and just cast Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Do you want me to roll for it?
Does it normally?
Yeah.
For the healing points.
For the healing, yeah.
Sure. We'll see how much that helps.
9.
9.
Oh, 10. 10.
Oh.
Nice. You've cured the infection. So what was really ailing him, like the sort of throbbing pain, has subsided, and he's just kind of slaps an arm on you in a dwarven fashion, so it jolts your body a little bit as a thank you, and you just sort of, right, good luck, don't die.
You
I'll
just
be
see
back here
Squeaky down
drinking.
the street, like screaming, "She heals! She's a healing god!"
I was gonna say, like, as I touched him to heal him, just under my breath,
I just say, Starheart is a benevolent goddess.
What is she on about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Under my
I just let her
breath.
speak.
It's like, right, well, thank you. Have a good day. I'm gonna go drink. Yeah, so he kind of hobbles off and just dunking, like using one of those, when people get water from a collective, there's that ladle thing. He's just fucking that slop into his mouth. So he stayed behind. He's not coming with you guys. Parn is, if you'd like him to come with you. Yeah, basically everyone is still at your disposal, but they're going to keep your animals here because they do say that the road from this point on gets very bumpy, so the carts and the mules wouldn't do you much good. So if there's anything you would like to take from those supplies, recommended you take them with you on foot.
Yeah, we'll definitely take the vegetables and whatever provisions they give us, and like the bag of holding.
is there like any big stick around or something?
There are sticks, not like of trees, but
I want to use something, just some long oblong object to use as like a scepter.
There are pieces of this vine that are all dried up and everything in this air. So it's a brown, almost petrified in the cold, and all the liquid's been So you got like
I'll
tough,
take that.
springy vine.
And I'll just kind of hold it like
As if it's my godly scepter.
You do.
L.
Yes.
So the direction of the temple is
Northwest from here. It's just you can sort of see it. He points, and along the horizon you see this slight bump of stone. The entire place has been overtaken by the ice, you see. It used to stand on the ground, but as the ice grew, it got itself buried. That is the garden of stone where Ellis made the... Not Ellis, sorry.
Hollis.
Hollis made her first garden.
Do you... I don't know. Do you need anything from there that we can bring back?
Myself? Nothing I can think of. I've never been there.
What if you be our guide, just to make sure we get there?
Certainly. I would be honored to accompany you. It's just a stroll for me.
But you've never been there before?
Well, no, I never saw the need. By the time I got here, it was already buried, and I didn't feel like digging, but who knows, a little activity. It's the liveliest things have been in a very long time.
Do Quai still go to the temple?
Oh, no. You see, since the vines started spreading out, that used to be the only place they grew, but once the vines continued into the various townships, we had no need to go back to the source. The plant was magically imbued to take care of itself. It will never die, and it will keep us fed for as long as we're here.
Good to know.
Are there any of the plants around us?
Yeah.
I just go because I'm hearing what Elle is saying, but not quite registering it, but just hearing things almost like being inceptioned, if that makes sense. And I point my scepter at the ground
to these plants and I say, may you forever grow. I am a benevolent goddess.
Oh, she did it again! Did everyone see that? Did you see what she did?
He like goes over to the plant that you touched with the scepter, and he's like rubbing his face against it.
Like catnip, or like
just like,
it's been touched.
L, what's his deal?
Yeah, do you know that guy, L?
He's been babbling on and on for hundreds of years about some gnomish goddess that he couldn't shut up about for the longest time, named Starheart. None of us knew what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah, I still don't know what he's talking about.
Was
Hundreds of years.
prophesized?
Listen, I think he's gotten hit in the head a few too many times, if you ask me. I don't know how
I could
much of
hit him
this
in the
is-
head again if you'd like.
Hit in the head with
I
brilliance?
like you.
What I'm here for.
Wait, him or me? Which you?
Yeah, me.
He was talking to Bubo.
That you? Oh.
That's me.
The
I
sun
don't
is
dislike you.
not leaving.
Yes. Let's shove off then
What are we shoving off?
Shove over.
to the
So-
temple.
Hooray!
Right. It's not like we're in a boat and we're going to shove off the dock.
Well, I mean, we do have a captain, so
Aren't we technically
And
on
no
water?
boat.
yes.
But it's just
Well,
It's hard to tell when you are and when you are not on water, actually.
It's like
It's all one solid permafrost
Permafrost.
on top of everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm.
we're leaving.
We head out.
Head out.
Oh,
Yes.
leave.
Yeah. So it really, as I said, it takes a day or about half a day to get there, which isn't bad at all. And you find yourself at. I don't have an image for the exterior, so we'll stick here for a second. But you find yourselves basically at you see a stone crop
Mhm.
on top. Clearly, it's been hewn by elvish hands. You both, Bubo and Nitzig, recognize the make immediately. Like they had lots of time to build this temple. It is intricate. It's been worn away in the sections that are peeking out, but there are entire family lineages that surround the temple from like the first all the way to like the last of a bloodline, all the way around. And this is thousands of years of stuff. And it's like one below the other, below the other, below the other. So you can only imagine how many Quailem have come this way. And yeah, details from the Isles, various heart beasts and plants, all these things sort of swirling around.
It's beautiful.
Mm.
It really is. I wish it was in a better state, but if anything, I feel the ice probably preserved it better than anything. Unfortunately, it looks like we may have to start digging.
Mm.
Private Racer, thank you for the follow. Privateer Racer, sorry, Privateer Racer, thank you for the
No, private.
Private Racer.
Was the Glasslands always this
Wasteland.
Glassy.
ice? This wasteland of ice?
That's a very good question. As far as I know, yes. But I believe it's always been this cold, but there used to be more things living here.
Right.
The ongoing theory is that the curse that brought us here pushed whatever occupied this place out, with the exception of spiders and other such predatory animals. We hope that when if the curse is ever lifted, there might be more harmony here than desolation.
This is a pretty big curse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's more powerful than anything any mortal can conjure.
Yeah.
Nitzig, Bubo, do you think it's appropriate to just start burning away at the ice, or do you think there's a more careful way we need to do this?
I don't think we'll know that until we get there and see what we're working with.
We are here.
Oh,
Ta-da! Yeah, you're welcome. We made it.
Yeah, you're there. It was a very uneventful journey across because you went on foot. You didn't break through the ice or hit any of the sort of pitfalls
sorry.
to become someone with heavy goods.
I take out so everything's buried under the ice.
Yes, this entire temple. So you have no image of what the actual scale of this place is. Because you're seeing the very
I'm gonna crawl. I'm gonna just get on my hands and knees and take my Starheart gem and put it to the ground and just kind of almost like a metal detector, just moving it around, trying to see if it glows at all in any spot.
The fact that you are right here physically, like where you are in space, when you pull it out, the whole thing is glowing, like just illuminating big ball. Like it is blinding. You are close. And that's what you can gather its purpose for the time being. Is that it is, yeah, you're where you need to be. You just now have to get there.
Okay.
can I look around for like a central hub of where the vines have been kind of covered by the ice?
Sure. Actually, yeah. Make a nature check for me.
Okay. 22.
22, excellent. Yeah, you start to trail, and you can see sort of what Elle was talking about earlier, where those offshoots from the base vine have kind of gone all these different areas. And since the place is so flat, you can see one of the other rings, one of the other townships here. Like, basically just follow the vine, township, follow the vine, township. And it collects oppositely here. So it gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and then just dips below the ice there. So you definitely recognize that as an entrance.
I'm trying to find where I saw like the drawing in my book. I'm trying to like gauge similarity.
The drawing was of the interior.
Oh, was it interior?
Yeah. So you asked to see the object, and it painted the immediate area, vicinity around the object.
I also pull out the letter from Hortiel.
Yes.
And I try to discern if there's anything that because it looks like there's a hand and like stone behind it. I guess I'm trying to match that stone that's kind of if I can see something that kind of looks like this stone or looks like.
Okay. Let's see. Make a. Actually, no. A perception check on that.
Was it cocked?
No, that's good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So it doesn't tell you exactly where it would be, but based on sort of the angles of the hewn stonework and what you have also sort of gleaned from Kwai technology and architecture. What we've gleaned from Kwai architecture is basically there's always repeating patterns. So because this top stone is almost arrow shaped, you would think that it is pointing to ultimately where that item is within the temple as well. Cool. So while this may be the entrance, most likely the object is further. If you're standing, you're facing the point. It would be behind you, below you. If that makes sense. So it's like you could point to it through the snow at this point. You're like, I think it's there.
Okay.
But you.
I'm gonna light up my dagger and very carefully start to just like carve like ice circles, like when you're fishing, and just remove at a time.
Yeah, just getting. Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
So getting that holy fire near this ice is enough to start really just melting things around. So as you're making those circles, the ice itself just starts to sort of give up and crawl away from it.
Aura, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking if you look at this note from Hortiel and see how the arrow, it's the Kwai in their architecture always have repeating patterns.
That's correct.
So I believe that this arrow point of the archway is pointing us right to where it is.
Is there any like distinctive entrance to anything to the temple itself, or are we kind of on top of it?
So at the moment, it's hard to say. Nothing's been revealed, but you know that those roots probably came from somewhere. That vine came out of an entrance or an exit of some capacity. And then and then you would recognize this would maybe be like a flue. If someone had lit a brazier, like this might be an exit point for smoke or fire. Like this is how high up in the structure you're talking. Yeah.
So I know that we're doing something completely different than where Starheart's brain is for a second. But Starheart's saying something quietly to herself, and then she turns to the group. I turn to the group and I say,
I can kill him. I have the weapon.
Can kill what?
What weapon?
This.
And it's the metal black arrow. The black iron arrow. Bless you.
Thank you.
From what?
That's true. She does have it.
This is from Carabin's Tower. It was one of the things I stole. So it's a metal black arrow. Questionable if it's made of iron. It's brittle. It was made by a worshiper of Granal, and this guarantees the death of whoever is punctured with it. Or
who are you wanting to? Who are you speaking of?
If the red man, I can do it.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, I
Yeah.
guess you can.
But you think you're just gonna walk up and poke him with that dagger?
No, I'll do it carefully, but yeah, also.
Okay.
Let me know
Don't.
how that works out for you.
Yeah, don't lose that.
No, I won't.
I tuck it back in wherever it was.
So this little opening right here could be a way to go inside the temple.
Perfect.
Parn, do you happen to have any supplies to maybe rappel down into?
I got a rope. I got a couple hooks. Yeah, you know, I can't guarantee. It's not what any of the stuff's meant for exactly, but should do the job.
Is the smoke pipe like big enough for any of us to fit in?
Well, me and the little ones for sure. Me, Andre, Starheart, we could definitely get down there. As far as your friends Boobo and Nitsud yourself, not as certain. Because as you're sort of melting it away, it's maybe 1.5 foot wide. So it's like, you imagine like Andre or Starheart could probably slide through with their head sideways, and Parn could probably like muscle his way through. But the rest of you are too big.
Well, they could go down there and look, and we could try and find another doorway in the meantime.
You know what? I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to do that. Yeah, you know what? Nope.
No?
Yeah, I'm going to cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast Featherfall on the 3 little ones.
Okay.
Without us knowing?
Well,
No, I can. If something happens and it's longer than we think, deeper than we think, then this should stop you from hitting the ground or whatever else is down there with force.
Okay.
You can always borrow the boots too. The boots of spider climb if you aren't able to get up out of it. Just walk out.
I think Starheart, do you have sending or do you have message?
Go on. One more time.
Sending.
Oh, sending. Okay, good. That'll work. So you 3 go down, scout out whatever you can, and then send Aura a message relaying that, and we will meet you down if the coast is clear. That, or maybe try to find another entrance, maybe down there.
sounds good to me.
I know we're splitting the party, but it's something.
It's a terrible idea.
Something bad's gonna happen. Something really bad's gonna happen. It always
That always happens. It's,
And there's,
That always
there's
happens.
just no other obvious place to
you
come
need
in.
to take
right?
risks. Okay, so I'm going to cast Featherfall
Cool.
on Andre, Starheart, and Parn. You said Parn's another. He's a. What is he?
He's a
Parn's
dwarf.
a dwarf soldier. He can fit. You have
Dwarves
to take. Huh? What's that?
that dwarf can fit. He can. He's.
This
He's
one
not
can.
as-
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He'd have to take off all his armor, but he could fit down.
Parn, you don't have to go if you don't want to, but
I'm here to serve and help. Wherever you need me, I'll go. So you let me know.
fine. We'll take you up on that then. And that was it, right? No other small people were with us.
No, that's it. Jeb is kind of a Lego. Like, I guess if he wanted to go down there, he could pull himself apart and kind of reassemble when he gets down there.
Jeb, that might be fun for you.
I do like fun. Sure, hey, send me down a hole. Why not? Don't worry about that featherfall business. I'm just like, whee!
Oh, okay then. So yeah, featherfall on you guys.
Okay.
Can we wrap up Parn's armor and toss it down after him?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
then that way whatever he has to remove, we can just wrap up and drop down.
Absolutely. So Featherfall was only on Andre, Starheart, and
Parn.
Barn.
Parn. Okay, great. So the three of them go down. His armor clatters back. He takes the time to put it back on. Wonderful. Let's get there, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, let me know, because this could be very ruinous. Do you see nothing?
Yes.
Perfect.
So
Blackness.
another thing, before we dropped, I would have wanted to tie my 50 feet of rope to something outside and dropped it down the line, just so we have a way back up in case.
Sure. Yeah, we'll say you did that.
Okay.
Oh, the boots. You can drop your boots down.
Or if one of them just wants to borrow them right now.
That's fine.
Wait, why can't I? Hold on. I think I have to go back so that I can copy these figures.
Andre, I feel like you're responsible. Would you like to borrow the boots?
I will get them back to you, of course.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I'll give him the boots, and I'll put back on my normal boots.
Okay.
I make a show of.
It's all right. Gods don't have to be responsible. We can already tell that.
Are you saying I'm not responsible?
Yes.
Not at all.
Got him.
Bazinga.
All right. As soon as they're down and we pass them all the things that they need, I want to start looking for another entrance.
Cool.
Yes, and I want to start looking around for any kind of glyphs or hieroglyphs or any kind of writing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Give me just a second. Sorry. Doing stuff in the shadows here.
Oh,
Get out of the shadows. It's weird.
it's creepy.
I don't like it.
All right. You guys are something else right now, so I'll put you over here. Beep, bop, boop.
General Davis says Starheart will be plotting her revenge.
It is very mwahahi.
Yeah, because nothing comes together like a Starheart plan.
Some of them have gone well.
It's true.
Name one.
Okay. When we were at the ball thing,
Mhm.
the underground meat trading thing.
You got kidnapped?
Yeah, but my plan was solid. And then there was another plan I had recently that worked, but I don't remember what one it was. Oh, I slapped one of the water people with the hand that I stole.
Mm-hmm.
That plan worked.
That was a plan. Okay.
It was a plan. I was like, I'm gonna smack that.
Your and my definition of planning is very different.
The Starheart plan is a special thing.
It's more spontaneous in nature.
All right, sorry, one more time. So that's what you all can see at the moment. And tell me what you're doing outside again.
I'm looking for another entrance, and he's looking for hieroglyphics.
Okay. So as you are actually make a perception check for me.
Oh, that's better. Perception.
And I would like to assist Aura with my knowledge of Kwai architecture to see if that helps in her search.
Please
Sure
do.
thing. Yeah.
Do you want to roll, Andrew?
Yeah, with advantage because of all that helping.
Or you roll, but with advantage because I'm helping you. So
Okay,
we'll
all
go
right.
that way.
I'll roll again.
Since you're the one searching.
For sure. Okay, that's a little bit better. 15.
15. Wonderful. So kind of what Nitchage found earlier, those vines seem to be going down into what would be like you're just melting, kind of falling around. And you notice that the vines are growing almost in a straight line, which means they're following a stone sort of like output. And it doesn't quite cover the entire thing. So there's enough room for you to sort of slip in between the top of this doorway and the top of these things. It takes a good chunk of time for you to get down there. So we'll say the rest of the party, you guys, now that you've found this door, it'll still be a few minutes before you can act or do anything within this space. So we're gonna cut over to the other chunk of the party.
Thank you.
All right. So, friendos, this is what you see. This is Parn over here. We got everybody else. Jeb's there. Like, these guys, they didn't get to wake up, suckers. Looking at the sarcophagi over there. There's a couple of unlit braziers. There's two small sarcophagi. There's a little pond there. And I'll also I'll give you the whole room because I think most of you, if not all of you, have dark vision. Correct?
Yep, gnomish.
Yeah, I have it.
Wonderful. Pew, whip. What the? Oh no! I'm just making lines. That wasn't fog of war. God.
Line here.
But hey, the room's that shape. Spoilers.
Ah,
I
don't
didn't-
see anything.
I didn't
actually.
see anything.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't see anything. So
Yeah, we
I
just
only
see
see like
blackness.
a blackness, and then there's like a centimeter of a green line.
Yeah, that green line is the problem.
Ah.
What layer is that on? Can't get rid of it. There it is. Sorry guys, we're learning. Roll 20 is super dope, but there's a lot. There's a curve. Sure. That was also by accident. Listen, everything that's happening right now, accident.
Spoiler alert. Turn order.
right.
Spoiler alert, you might have to go in order.
Oh, but the root gift this way comes.
Deep.
Well, as Danny figures this out.
They are.
Huh? Oh,
You're
it's
good.
figured?
It's
has-
figured.
Oh, okay. I was gonna do some role playing.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know what to do now. I was just gonna goddess stuff.
Oh,
Talk
So
to
this is the room
you.
you're in. You have
Okay.
on the west side there are 2 locked gates. On the north side there is a third locked gate. You are locked in this space.
cozy.
I call up, even though it's a ways up,
Mhm.
and I yell,
We're locked in here.
Oh no! DM powers to Diva.
"What?
Oh,
Oh
powers
no!
to
Why?
Valen.
Why did you do this?
So for 1 minute, you are in charge of what happens.
Oh,
Yikes.
son of a bitch.
Remember that I still control what happens next.
You got my popcorn ready, Val?
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Wait. So I just say what happens?
For 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, within the scene,
Okay.
so you get to control what's happening. You basically say, yeah, like I do this happens. I do this succeeds. Blah 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 blah. You go nuts, right?
Okay. This is a lot of responsibility.
Sure is, and you've got a minute to figure it out. And
Okay.
go.
Okay. Starheart, in her magnificent badassery, immediately finds the Sawlight and is able to pick up the entire being of the Sawlight, and then takes the Sawlight, holds her, cradles her in her with the hand as well. So the whole thing, and whatever she needs, and then her Starheart begins to glow, and the glow leads her to ascend back up the chute from where she came, signifying that she may just be a god, or maybe she's really drunk and none of this is real. So she shoots up from the top with the hand and the rest of the body, if there was a body, and the Starheart's still glowing because she wants other DM to say something magic-y happens with it or something, and then there's an ice
No,
puppy.
no, there isn't.
Should have left with the ice puppy, buddy.
Oh my god.
broke your entire counter.
Just broke the game.
Good job, Diva.
Ruined it.
What did I do? What did I?
Remember that time? I said the scene that you're in, the room that you're in.
The entire week of planning that Danny.
I will have my vengeance.
Then I take it. Then I take
No,
it
you
back.
don't.
I
You
thought- I
don't.
thought that.
No, you don't.
People
Yeah.
paid
You're
for
the
it. They did
best.
it. It
Yeah.
You're
happened.
the
No, it happened.
best.
No, I thought that was the scene, but to get that and get out.
That's the mission.
Oh
That
hell!
was exactly what we were going to
It
do.
says,
tonight.
did you have fun building that level? Yep, hour and a half. Thanks.
We are
We're gonna
we
have
are
today.
only $10
It's like a
from a
Wednesday.
so
Thank you. That's a good point. We're $10 from a monster drop. You guys want to feed me 4 chips and fucking kill everyone? That sounds great. Let's do that.
Oh, no.
Let's do that. Anyway, so here's what happens. Okay. So I'm gonna pepper through the steps of what you did, so that there are salvageable moments here. Yeah, fuck this map, doesn't matter anymore. So we've got
Dang it! I wanted to explore this.
hey,
No,
oh,
no, no.
man.
Hey, she did say she might be drunk or hallucinating. She doesn't know.
Nah. I don't play that game. If she did it, she did it. It happened. So I'm gonna fill in the blanks because I need this for myself as kind of what happened and how you got there. Your sort of new ascension into minor deityhood. You're still not sure how this is happening, but you have a feeling that Scree is correct.
Or she was drunk.
Nope. You're gonna let me go.
There it is. Oh, Diva.
Hooray!
Diva. Diva.
That's all right. Being Batman was right fucking behind her.
That's hilarious.
I feel
Don't
so
feel bad.
No, are you kidding?
That's
me?
why
No,
it's there. That's why it's there.
bad.
It's for
We
me
can.
to
Hey,
dig a hole.
we're allowed to laugh at consequences.
Yeah.
We're allowed to laugh at consequences, sweetheart.
I feel so bad.
You're fine.
Starheart submits herself to the woes of the
Oh
world.
my gosh.
Whoa, dang. Everyone
All right.
jumped on that. Karis also donated 10, hoping to finish that off.
So-
Everyone wanted vengeance. All right.
Oh, that goes to. That's not a DM reroll, is it?
Huh?
No, that's a reroll. The
Yeah.
other ones are also rerolls.
Well,
I'll
as
give you.
far
I'll
as
give
I'm
5 more. I'll make it a DM.
Or
No.
no, sorry. I think Beard on Batman's was chips, so I have to eat 4 of these hot chips real
Yeah.
quick, and then we'll get back to game and story. Thank you everybody for your donations. Everything you do tip goes directly back into our studio, which even though we are not currently occupying, we still have to pay for. That includes rent, internet, lights, all that stuff, because we never know when we're going to be allowed once again back in to do it. And the second we want to be able to just fucking jump in and go. So we really, really appreciate you guys backing us up on all these streams that we're doing. So we're trying to bring you guys two to three times more content than we've ever made before, and getting more and more creative with it. So anywho, Diva, relax. It's pretend.
It's just a freaking game.
it's okay. We're used to this. We have.
No, you're used to it, Ryan.
That's fair.
That's 2 chips. 2 more chips.
That's hilarious. Oh, those chips. How they feeling, bud? You're used to it now.
It tastes great, but like I can't breathe with them because it's so fine. It just goes right back.
It's that dust.
Right back in there. All right. What's that sound?
That's me clicking. Sorry.
No.
That's
That's
ice crunching
that's
under our feet.
it's Nitsage. It's Nitsage saying, "What's that sound?" There was a disturbance in the force.
There we
Okay.
go. And we're already $80 to broaden horizons.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Those things.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. Let me find the fog of war.
Wait, which one of you is a perception student?
think
Is that
that's
you, Ryan?
No, that's
Ryan,
Art.
is that you? Art.
See, I was dreading putting it back in here. DM powers into this game specifically. This is what I get. This is what I get.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's why the one thing being true makes more sense for you, I think.
Now you know how it feels, Danny. Huh, Ryan? Huh?
Oh, I've run bonkers games before.
We've
Sorry.
yeah.
All right. So, sorry, I'm trying to let me get the fog off. Wherever the fuck
Fog
that is.
off.
Fog off, everybody. Reveal areas. Tarantula hunting, you bastard. On real Tarantula Island, or are you bullshitting Tarantula Island? I found the best place to bullshit Tarantula Island is bamboo. Because there's no rivers, so you don't have to deal with the fucking water bugs.
I don't know what this means.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
I know what the game is.
Oh, I tried
Boobo.
to.
Boobo, once we get into this place, Do you remember anything about this temple or anything? I'm just bamfing right now.
No,
Sorry, guys. It's
I don't remember anything.
Roll
But
20
I
is
don't know
something
that we'll
really
have to find the entrance to get inside. Because if you look right over there,
Thank you,
it
Rivaldi.
appears to be Starheart, glowing
Rivaldi.
and rising from the entrance that we made earlier with the starlight hand. I don't think we need to go down there.
I'm looking, Uberbaldi.
I am speechless, yet I can't stop myself from speaking incoherent thoughts because literally it is Starheart floating out of that chute.
I'm still down here.
I thought you said she wasn't a god.
Listen, no, I had a
Whoa.
display of
Okay.
doubt of myself.
How'd she do that floaty thing?
I mean, there's several spells, I believe, that let you float. Levitation, fly, all those which I know she didn't have the first,
okay. You're fine. Thank you for vamping.
He.
Okay, so Starheart, the second your feet touch the ground and you pull your necklace out, all the chains unlock, all the gates unlock. You hear things beneath your feet deactivate that were probably set there to destroy you all.
Uh-oh.
The Starheart glows and imbues you with its power. You glow the same green as the gem itself.
Ooh.
It lifts you from your feet. It draws you across the entire temple. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Over here, you're over here. As you approach these steps, you do see the Solite's arm resting sort of above the ground. And there's a bit of a glowing dimensional slice kind of below it. As you approach, fire blasts from either side, and basically a bubble of protection that aura that's around you just deflects that flame. You reach the hand, and as you described, you pull the hand, and out comes the rest of the corpse of this Solite. For whatever reason.
I wonder if it was like they had to sever it from the body or what. So I just
It was already severed. It's in the drawing. It's in the note. It's all over the fucking place.
Well-
But it's cool. It's cool.
No, I meant like if it was severed, but like still like if it was just
You know what
shooting.
severed means? You see the noodle?
leave me alone, Danny. I feel bad.
Leave you.
Drawing, so they thought it was severed.
Yeah.
Yes. Anywho, so that's why it looked like it was severed. There was a dimensional sort of portal there. So this corpse was between two places. It never quite made it where it was meant to go. And so you were able to pull out with that glowing hand of yours the entire corpse of the Solite. The second the body is recovered and you do glow your way out.
Glow your way out.
Listen, man.
It's her glow up. It's her glow up phase.
Yep.
The temple, the top that you slid out of, it slides back,
Oh.
revealing a clearer exit for you to actually like whoa, your way out. The body of the Solite is, for all intents and purposes, an almost perfect being. Or no, it is a perfect being. It is to an almost unsettling level. Like it is not only the most beautiful creature you've ever seen, it is also perfectly symmetrical, which is nothing you see out in the world in nature. So it's creepy as much as it is like enrapturing.
Leela,
So we do not need to roll for hotness.
You do not. No, this breaks.
she's
the-
an 11.
It's like a 20.
11.
Her hair is basically from the top of her head to
What just
the
happened?
like the tip of her toes.
Uh-oh. Guys,
And she
Uh-oh.
what's that?
Oh
Uh-oh.
no. We're still
Yeah, they
we still hear
froze.
you. Uh-oh.
Hey.
Oh, there you
They're
are.
back.
There it is.
There you go.
Hey.
You back.
Uber says Danny's being so mean tonight. Am I? Am I? Am I?
I'm just feeling extra.
Oh yeah, you guys
bad.
are kind of in and out.
All right. Oh. No.
Uh-oh.
There you are again.
Hey, we're back.
Hooray!
Is your
Sorry.
computer charging?
No, it's been plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah, no, everyone just
froze.
stopped.
Weird.
Everyone stopped after the glow up. After I said glow up.
Okay, great. I'll
Cool.
start over from there. So the top of the temple slides back so that she can float out, cradling the Sahlen. She
Gotcha.
lays the body of the Sahlen out, and she can see that where that dimensional split was, there is still a sort of separation in the limb itself. What else did you describe, Diva?
Oh god. That there was a connection between the Starheart and whatever was happening ish. And that I got everything. That's pretty much it, I think.
Cool. Right. Wonderful. So as you reach out with your own sort of glowing hand at the body of this creature, and you start pulling on the arm where it's separated, the arm does come off like cleanly, like it's been cut with the thinnest of razor. But as you draw it, as your hand grips its hand, it starts to sort of burn itself away. A white flame cuts across, sorry, not a white flame, a green flame cuts across the palm, its palm into your palm, and it lights the entire arm up into, so it cuts off right here, halfway up the arm.
Whoa.
As that flame engulfs the limb, it burns brightly to the point where everyone has to look away. And when you look back at it, what you held in your hand is a flaming sword that is just whipping green flame.
Huh. Well.
And it is
What's
huge.
the name of
For
the
you,
sword?
it is huge.
So the hand is a sword now. Or the hand of the Sahlen is now a sword. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the name of it? It's always got a name.
The hand of the Sahlen.
Yeah, the Sahlen's hand would probably be accurate.
Nitsa is just like jaw dropped. Little peas come out, like normal, right? And just like walking slowly, almost like in a trance toward where Starheart is like laid down, or like as I'm sure was she like kneeling down right next to this Sahlen being, or standing
I
over
imagine
it?
So, I mean, now she's probably reacting to the sword more than
Right,
anything. But
right.
yes, she's right next to her.
I'm overwhelmed.
What?
Starheart, what happens if you'd put it down? Does it revert back?
Huh?
Does it revert back to a hand if you put it down?
I put it down.
It doesn't revert back to a hand, but the flames do sort of flicker to nothingness, revealing a solid black blade hilt and pommel.
Mm.
Do you mind if I grab it for a second?
Huh?
Sorry, I was trying to get a lighter to go so it could be my sword. It's not working.
Do you mind if I grab it for a second to try?
Okay.
And I pick it up to see if it reignites.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as you hold it aloft, just
Excellent.
flame.
We have a weapon.
I set it back down again.
Are we not addressing the elephant in the ice that she just rose up out of this temple in the glowing presence?
Look, I don't want to believe it as much as you do, but she might be a god. I don't know.
You said she was a god, so
Well, I had my doubts, but I also kind of thought it might have been true since that seer came in.
Although this is a magic ice palace, so we're probably seeing
Yes.
things.
There's a lot of things happening right now. It's possible there's a few combinations of something happening, but
I go up to Starheart and take her like almost face in my hands and look at her, almost like kind of like are you okay? What is your name?
yeah.
This is the benevolent god.
Yeah, that's not a name. She's not all right.
Do you know what just happened?
I saved the day.
I'm like looking in her eyes, trying to get any ounce of like a doctor looks into the eyes of a patient.
I'm kind of bobbing like this.
I'm gonna cast detect magic on her to try and see if something has happened in the 3 seconds she was down there.
Sure.
Yeah, do I?
Tigeron, we're going to assume that everyone else has come up the rope to save time, unless you all feel like exploring that temple. It's up to you.
I mean, yeah, I would probably stick around to see if there was any information I could glean.
Shoot, I should
Okay,
go back
so
to...
so those who you're still in there, we'll come back to you in a second.
All right.
I'm
sorry,
assuming I'm assuming she was coming up while we found that entrance. So what?
Yeah,
when she
you
came up,
yeah.
we
your group
saw
hasn't
her and kind of walked around to where she was.
Yeah, so Starheart, you're with the outside group. Inside group, exactly the same minus Starheart.
Got it.
Separation wise, yeah.
Okay.
And did you make that roll to see what you saw?
I just casted detect magic.
Okay. The only thing it's sort of it's ancient. It's like it's more of that sort of like
No,
creation of the universe.
on Starheart.
On Starheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said.
It's
so
ancient.
it's ancient. The magic that allowed this to happen is it's the combination of the Sahlight's magic that's there and the Sahlight gem that she has on her. A connection was made, and she's sort of acted as a conduit of that magic. And it would probably have either highly damaged or affected another living being in a different way had it's been approached differently.
Yep.
Yeah, this protected her, but also has sort of granted her a bit of a gift.
She's Peter Quill.
Listen, I don't know if you're a goddess or a god or some kind of deity or whatever you are, but this is miraculous. Do you know that? Do you understand what just happened?
I did the thing.
Yes, you did a very big thing.
Yes, you did a thing.
Oh.
You see, this creature looks Kwai, but this would have been a species before Kwai. This was something that walked the earth before the oldest elf, and he is marching down the hill to face you. What you have done is desecrated an ancient temple to Sahlen. His daughter lies in the dirt.
Well,
I
not
pick
anymore,
her back up.
technically.
I pick her up gently.
Do you know how many people have fallen here?
I set her back down.
I would like you to
I pick
lead
her back
them. He raises his arms.
Will you drop?
Huh?
Monster drop.
Monster drop.
I can't counterspell that son of a bitch.
Oh no.
Eva, stop bench pressing the Sahlight.
So
Starheart, no matter what he says, you have done a miraculous thing here. Many bodies have been laid here, but not one of them has risen up in a glory like yours. Remember that.
Okay. Are we able to? Are everyone who's actually down there still investigating able to hear this commotion outside, or am I just down there?
You're just down there.
Okay.
The sound ain't carrying
you
for
and
you
Parn and
guys.
Jeb, huh?
Yeah.
What a combo. It's gonna be good.
I get his
crap.
happy
Uh-oh, Danny Vengeance has arrived. Says General Davis. I like how Danny has an apostrophe in his name now.
Dan
E.
Denis.
Damn, the E.
Ah. Sorry, I can't find the thing.
Uncle? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
So you see 5 undead Kwai rise from the dirt and break their way through the permafrost armor
Oh, this is fun.
weapons. And he just stands there and says, I have been guarding this temple for thousands of years from all types. I allowed it to be built. I allowed the Starlight to be stored, knowing that it would be respected. And, yeah, roll for initiatives, please.
Oh, man.
16.
16,
17.
17.
13.
Okay.
1. 2. Excuse me.
4.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right. I'm not going to do the digital keep
Okay.
this one.
Darn, I kind of like that.
Oh, so we're not gonna know. I can't see it. That's okay.
Do you want to just go back to that icy terrain so that we can see ourselves, or is that too difficult?
Oh, it's not too difficult. Hold on.
Just so we're not having to ask every 5 minutes, which one's next to me?
Where am I? Who put me where?
Oh, here comes the pizza.
All right. Doop, 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 doop.
Yeah.
This break that
It's brought to
Danny
you
is
by-
conducting by Roll20. You guys go ahead and start on it now so you figure out how to do it later.
Practice, practice, practice.
Also, just for everyone to know, we have merchandise.
We do.
Ryan, why don't you go ahead and tell us where we can find that merchandise at?
But of course, if you were to go onto Etsy.com and search for Perception Studio, you would find our glorious merchandise. We have t-shirts of the Felted Friends, of Sahlen's Legacy.
Wait, you have one of Brian?
We do not have one of Brian yet, but he is coming.
Okay. So some of the Felted Friends.
Yes. We have a Cinephilia t-shirt with wheelin' art on the thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. I'm on the page right now.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Thank you, Hardliner.
And don't forget to look for the Fire Emblem games because we have our own Diva Marie Gregory on that.
As fish? No, that's what she says. She says
As fish. She's a fish.
I don't remember her name.
Whoop, whoop.
Flame.
Slay. Yes.
As well as we want to remind you that we are sponsored by Wormwood Gaming.
This is not wormwood. This is just a dice tray.
Put it down.
Oh, I was supposed to measure this. Shoot.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't need it now.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh, I feel so bad. This is the second thing I've done that's terrible today.
Oh.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I went for a different design anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. It's about this size, enough to cover the shame on my face.
Ubo! bobbity boop.
And want to put a warning out there to everyone. Don't forget that Chuck Norris does not sleep, he waits. So
What's he waiting
your
for?
beds, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I'm wearing. I'll show my shirt too. I'm wearing. It says always.
Oh.
It went towards. I believe it was the American Cancer Foundation.
Oh, that's cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
Mine went to Target. Not as cute.
Mine's from Red Chapter. I'm wearing these my cool Chavers t-shirt.
Nice.
Like they have cool what is it called, an anagram?
Anagram.
Yeah.
I gotta try and see if my camera will pick it up. But one way the shirt says,
Oh, that's awesome.
and one way it says forever.
That's the forever way. Forever.
There's a copy of Princess Bride that I really, really, really want to get. And the front, when you look at it, as you conventionally would, it says The Princess Bride. And if you flip it over, it says As You Wish.
Is it book or the copy of the movie?
Oh, maybe it's a copy of the movie.
Yeah. It was both.
Oh.
Huh?
Maybe it's both. Maybe. Why not both?
Porque no los dos.
Danny, I think we're fine. I don't think we need to do
Yeah,
it.
whatever makes your life easier.
I already did it.
Oh,
Hey, you did it.
yeah. Oh, nice.
Already
All right.
done.
It is done.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I am wearing a bunch of D20 gelatinous cubes.
Oh, that's cool. That's fun.
So many.
Sorry, I
cubes.
can only think of like one thing when you say gelatinous cube now.
Cube.
Okay.
The Lube Cube.
Yep. Yep.
Speaking of which, has everyone seen Onward?
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I have not watched it yet. I'm nervous because
Watch it.
everyone is just like, oh my god, it wrecked me, and oh my gosh, I'm bald, and I'm like,
Tiago McRib asks, how do you interact?
Oh, you interact with your donations that you can make through a link that someone will hopefully drop in the chat.
Yep.
While Danny's doing this, for $5, you can donate a blessing to any one of the players. A blessing can be used on an attack roll, on a saving throw. It can be used as healing. We can put it on our damage rolls, which we never do, which is silly because we should. For $10, you can give the players a reroll. So that means if we roll something poorly on our d20s, our attack rolls, our save rolls, etc., we can reroll that. For $15, you can give Danny a DM reroll, which is bad because then he'll make us reroll natural 20s, which is rude. For $25, you can drop a character, a good guy, a bad guy. Just
Complex
a
character.
complex, fun character, and you can describe them and drop them, and Danny will work them into the story because he's amazing like that. For $50, it is DM powers, which I don't know if you were watching earlier, but Diva was given those. And basically, for 1 minute, the player that was awarded the DM powers essentially gets the reins of the story. With, Danny can rein us in if he needs to, but we basically get to control the story and what happens for a minute. And then every 100 mark we hit, something different happens.
Nope, monster drop.
First.
100 mark is monster drop, right?
But every $100, like, it changes. So the first $100 marker we hit is a monster drop, which we just hit. So Danny is setting that up right now. At the $200 mark, we get something called Broaden Horizons, and that's where we go around the table and we can each kind of create something in the universe.
Influence.
And add to the game.
And add to the game. So something for the future, like there's a hidden weapons cache that my old captain hid for me, or we can or like I know this ally in this town that can give us this information we need. So we're adding an advantage to ourselves later on. This is it's like a long game. And then if we hit $300, a cataclysmic event happens.
Thank you for blessing.
Hey, thank you for that.
Justin.
What?
Oh,
For that time he stole your truck, apparently.
you got a blessing.
Oh
did you
my
steal?
gosh. That's hilarious.
Whose truck did you steal? Who is that?
I think that's Ringo, is that you?
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Tall, dark, and
tall,
handsome.
dark, and handsome. Thank you very much.
You have 2 blessings.
It is. It's freaking Ringo.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's fun.
Yeah. So growing up in college, I had a Chevy S10, and it didn't need a key to start. And some of my friends knew about this, and so one day we were at church one night, and I walked out in the parking lot and noticed my car wasn't there, and this good old pal of mine had taken it, stolen, and driven it to the outer woods of the church. And I had to go and find it. It was awesome.
Next time, get a key for your truck.
I didn't need one.
Well, maybe you do.
It started without a key.
I definitely had a car in high school that I had to start with a screwdriver.
What?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
All right, Danny? Are we ready to go? Or are we still vamping?
Give me like a minute. Sorry.
Okay.
Did anyone else have any fun ghetto car stories from when they were young growing up?
Nope.
Not terribly a ghetto car. Well, no, it was stuff I worked on, so it was a little ghetto. I had a 1973 Opel GT when I was in high school. And it was a good car, no air conditioner or anything because it was a 73. But I was driving it in Long Beach one day with Danny actually, and we were coming back home after going to the Pike, and the whole engine compartment just started spewing steam out of the front of it, and didn't have a clue what happened. So I opened it up, and like it was couldn't tell anything was wrong except until you turned on the car and a big stream of water came out of the pipe that leaded to the radiator.
Oh.
And so a tow truck man had to come and grab us from the parking structure and take us back home. And of course nobody makes those pipes, so it was like a pipe that kind of fit, and you had to cut it down to the right size and then put it in.
Dang.
It was crazy.
Danny, we ready?
We good.
Okay.
Cool.
So if anyone's new, we just Monster Drop is here. Some guy came out to the
The
people
protector
upstairs.
of the Celeste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aura, Bubo, Starheart, and Lilu, and
Lilu?
yeah, the Fifth Element.
Oh,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Multi-pass.
it's not her name.
That's what Justin's talking
I dressed up. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, you just for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dressed up as a couple years ago. We had friends who were doing a Halloween party they do every year, and they started theming it. And one year was Alice in Wonderland, but my husband and I were like, everyone's going to be dressed up as, just Alice or Mad Hatter or what have you. So we mashed Fifth Element with Alice in Wonderland. So we were Lilu and Corbin Dallas in Wonderland, and so from here down was Fifth Element, and then like I had a Alice wig and everything, but the rest was Lilu.
That's okay.
And he had the and like we had like the multi-pass and everything. It was great. Yeah.
Right.
That's over
crap.
there.
What's the ad? Oh my god, I'm so. What's the
I've done
the ad to turn order thing? Oh, they're all there. Never mind. We did. Okay, so now we just have to plug in the numbers. I apologize.
Yay!
Yeah, when I've done Corbin Dallas in his tuxedo gear a couple cons.
Oh, that's what you were. I thought because it almost has the same kind of hairstyle as like was it Judge Doom from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? They're like blonde, the very blonde kind of little top, I thought okay, that makes sense.
I made the prop for it too.
Cyber Nosferatu, thanks for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you.
Nosferatu. All right. Hang with us, guys. Thank you all for hanging with us.
Yeah.
Danny's still figuring out the roll 20.
Learning the technology.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but it'll be fun for everyone to see, and so yeah.
There it is.
Dope.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was one of my first 3D printed projects.
That's awesome.
It also used to be a Nerf gun.
Nice.
Yeah, I did.
Stop yelling.
Justin. All dark and handsome says you're looking good, Justin.
Oh, thanks, man. Trying everything from here down is just awful.
Oh, hush your mouth.
But no, he's definitely gonna go first. Between Starheart and Starheart will go first, and we're good. Hooray! Hooray!
Woo!
Hooray! It's this dude's turn first.
That's super cool, Manly Mutt.
Oh, bro, that's super cool.
I didn't know you could do that.
So all right, we're back. This person holds out their hand, and you see Parn cease to move, freezes on the spot.
Parn's downstairs, right?
Is Parn still downstairs?
Yeah, Parn,
Yeah.
Jeb, and
Andre.
are still downstairs. Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, I do have Parn. Then who the fuck is that? Ah,
Sorry, Danny.
sorry. Who the fuck is this? I don't know. Oh, that might have been the soldier. He might have ended up going for no reason. All right. Then not Parn. Hush is frozen in place.
Oh no.
I forget we still had Hush with us.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other guy. L.
And Tiny Toes?
Oh, L and Tiny Toes are still with us.
And L.
And Doomworld's here somewhere.
Oh, that was Tiny Toes. Fuck. There he is. Tiny Toes.
Oh man, he must be like in reverence of Starheart right now.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was thinking something crazy with if he witnessed anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is totally a tangent, but something I just learned. While schools are closed, Audible has created something called Audible Stories, in which they have, so if you have kids at home, anything from like toddler to young adult, they have tons of stuff free now, specifically for school age children and teens. Which?
Are you talking about D&D Beyond?
Oh no, sorry, Audible.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So there's just hundreds and hundreds of books that they're now allowing free access for people who maybe they can't get to a library, or maybe they don't have a great online library system yet in their town, which
Awesome.
is really cool. Yeah.
I guess D&D Beyond is also doing like a bunch of like free stuff every day.
Yeah. This.
You got a little like a D&D Beyond is like a little like workbooks for like kids that you can print out and they can draw in and color in and all.
Oh, I like that.
Approved for children and for Diva. No, coloring is fun. I don't even think we have anything to color with.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
I was actually coloring the other day. Several years ago, one of my cousins gifted my husband and I each like the adult coloring books when they first became like a thing.
Huh?
And one of them is all foresty and the other one is more tropical. And I was just sitting down almost just like in this meditative trance coloring. It was so soothing. It's such like something you do as a kid just to color, but it's still just very soothing to just do that.
Danny?
Yeah.
You good?
His second item that he's going to do is going to he places he slams his hands together, and you see all 5 of those creatures start glowing with a white light.
Oh no.
That sounds not good.
And now it's your turn, Aura.
Of course it is. I'm gonna yell out to him and say, we desecrated this one's tombstone to save the one that still lives. And I cast haste on myself just in case. And I'm gonna hold I'll hold an Eldritch Blast. I won't do anything yet, but I will hold it.
Okay. Starheart, it's your turn.
I first apologize.
And I say, okay. So I didn't quite know what was happening, and I'm sorry if I lifted her when I should have left her there. But we're trying to, make sure that an evil being doesn't become more. And this is all very overwhelming.
And then I cast a spiritual weapon. Just as but I don't attack with it or anything. I can't yet, but I do that. And then I say,
spiritual drink to your health.
He doesn't even blink. He just glares through you, essentially. It's like if this were autumn and y'all were a bunch of leaves, he's going for a walk through you.
Fair.
I'm also, for my action, I'm going to cast Bless on myself. And then, you know what? Not on me. I'm going to cast it on Bubo, Nitsage, and Aura. So an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add a d4.
E4.
Nice, thanks.
You're welcome.
E4.
So that's for you guys.
Is around here.
Retweet. Cuckoo. Chat.
Yes, I wonder how you should put that.
Oh, it might be the conditions.
Yeah.
What's up?
We were trying to see if there was a way in D&D Beyond to mark ourselves as blessed, but I don't know if that's a thing.
Oh,
Might just have to be something we keep track of, which is fine.
I don't know.
You can mark. Let's see.
Oh yeah, you can do it on Roll20.
And
Give yourself like a little blip or something.
Oh, cool.
the sword, does Bubo still have that, or did you put that back on the ground?
Oh yeah, Bubo's holding it.
The Solite sword hand.
I put it back down.
Okay. For my action, I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay. You pick
Just
it up.
because I don't want it on the ground.
It is now flaming. And you just hear the words, "You dare!"
Oh, god dang! Who woke you up on the wrong side of the ground?
Alright, it is it's Hush's turn, and we'll see if he can do something. He can! Hooray, nat 20. He busts out, like he was like being held, and he was able to break free of it, and he just goes, "Eel, feed."
Oh.
And you see Eel, let me see if there's a Naga. There probably isn't.
What?
Hunting for images as I go. Oh, there sort of is. I'll take it.
Oh man, if anything happens to Eel, I am going to riot.
I mean, Eel's already dead.
Yeah.
Haley, you can click on your character and then add, like I added a little blue dot on mine
Oh.
for the blessing or whatever it was.
The blessing.
The blessing.
Click on my character.
Which one is this one? Me? How do I move me? Are you me? Which one's me? Are you me? Are you me? You're me.
Ayumi? I know Ayumi.
I know.
Which one's me?
Eel whips past and sort of like extends his ribs as he goes and just like slashes across
Whoa.
this front one up here. It does a good chunk of damage, as you can tell, but it also looks like it's burning him. Whatever light these things are glowing with are doing his current form damage.
Oh, interesting.
And that Hush will also pop out of this current place and appear over here.
Whoa. Okay.
Where can you ping him?
He
I
just
didn't
moved,
see.
He just moved him.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hooray! Next up, Bubo.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. When I see,
Hmm?
I was gonna see when I say when I see Hush command Eel to attack, I'd like to release the Eldritch Blast.
Yep, because you were holding those. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna aim for this one, like literally right in front of me. This one. Sorry, Booba.
No, it's fine. If Hush rolled a 3, I should be going before him, Danny.
Hmm? Did you roll a 3? Is that what I had? Oh, sorry. Yep, you're right.
Not that it really matters. It's one turn off.
Yeah, but that's good to know. I'll have him skip his next turn, then it'll be fixed.
It's a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
And savage attack. 3 points of force damage. So much.
So much damage.
So much.
Oh, thanks, Wyamaris. Yeah, we're very, very new to Roll20. We're usually at the table together, and this is I'm learning the hard way. Sorry, it was how much damage?
3.
3?
Yeah, wait. Oh, we can add the bless to damage as well, or no?
You can,
Just so
yes.
Oh, then. Okay, 4 points. Oh, no. Attack rolls, he's saying? Okay,
Attack and
just
saving.
kidding. 3 points.
Huh?
Yeah, just 3.
Oh.
Wow.
That's what I was
okay.
saying, not like
Blessings only attack and
our,
saving.
our individual ones. Yes. Sorry. Got it. So it just kind of went, pew! And you see, like, it cuts through the robes that he's wearing, and you see he's got this gleaming white armor on underneath, and just pew,
That's not great.
rips off him. Mew Mew Blah, thank you for the follow.
Blah.
All right. Sorry. Now, Boobo.
Yes!
Boobo.
Now it's Boobo's turn.
Go, Boobo, go!
Go, Boobo, go, Boobo, go!
Go,
Go, Boobo, go, Boobo, go! Yeah, and of course I clearly wasn't ready for that turn. Great. I will use Needle Bites. I will move him. Oh my gosh, this map keeps wanting to zoom in on everything. Hold on. Stop moving him. Why is it doing that? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll move him to here. This is my movement. I'll double check that. Oh, yep, perfect. Okay. Just enough. And then I will attack this guy. Bing! This skeleton with needle bites, which is my crossbow. That's what it is. 2 bolts per shot. Pew, pew. So I will shoot at him and go back to this and roll. Shoot her! And then we add that blessing to the attack roll. Is that correct?
You may. Or sorry, hers. Yes. Yeah,
hers.
I think so.
Right, Diva?
What was that? You use it for your attack roll, yes.
Great. Okay. So I'm gonna roll this d20.
Watch this.
Okay. And then I'll use a d4.
I'm trying to make that sound. It's not working.
Oh, that's like a lot. That's like a.
And like Mutt says yes.
That's like a 26 to hit or something like that.
So Manly Mutt's saying yes because our blessings for Sahlen's legacy,
He
you
thought it was
can add
our
to damage.
blessing.
Yeah, that's the same confusion I've been having. That's why I was
Got
like,
it,
yeah,
got
duh. But yeah,
No,
no.
sorry.
The
She
normal
cast
ones.
bless on us.
Actual rules.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, sorry, I cast a spell on them. My bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were all confused. We're good now.
Now you're
Okay.
Nice.
So it's like a 28 or something, 26, 28 to hit somewhere around
That'll
there.
hit for sure.
And d10 plus, let's see, the damage, 3. Okay, so that's 7 plus, okay. So that's 10, that's 19 points of damage.
Okay.
from that hit. And then I get a second attack, so I will shoot needle bites again.
Okay.
At the same dude.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 18. Let's roll it for. Oh, only one. Okay, 19 to hit.
Trying to make the whoop sounds.
From what?
19 to hit?
19 to hit.
Roll
That will-
20.
that
It
will
makes
hit.
whoop sounds.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
All right, and that is 16 points of damage
Okay.
to that same guy. And then with my bonus action, I will hunter's mark the main baddie.
Okay.
I didn't get a name from him, but whoever he is. That's my turn.
Wink. Alrighty. This he already went out of turn, so we'll skip him. Nitsuj, it's your turn.
Is this Starheart right here?
She's the circle dress thing, yeah.
Copy that. I'm going to go to her. Go to her. Go. Go, you fool.
Right there. Go right there. You go.
Starheart, you command him to retreat. Trust me.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Wall of Fire.
Ooh.
60 feet across. So let's see what this does. Hold on, let me.
Cool. Glad we're not standing on ice or anything.
Uh-oh.
It's just permafrost.
Hopefully.
That you know
I don't
of.
know what we're standing on.
Nah,
Oh, I just got
We're
very,
good.
very nervous.
Mhm.
come on.
Very, very nervous.
I don't know how. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, I see. I see what I have to do. Sorry.
Hmm.
Let me see this real fast. 60 feet, 35.
Oh my God.
I just can't see. 55. So rough. Okay, so roughly around there. Okay. So wall of fire right in front of those dudes. Oh gosh, dang it.
You just keep going. You're doing great.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
60 feet, 20 feet high, a foot wide. And I'm going to have everything on 10 feet this side be the ouch fire spot.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone's on that, if those two skeleton things are close enough, but if they are, they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
And it's how thick, sorry?
A foot.
A foot. That second row wouldn't be, but that first one would be in it for sure.
But on the other side of it.
Oh, the receiving side. So, I see. Yeah. Okay, then yeah, those front two for sure.
So if they're 10 feet close to it, they need to make a saving throw of 16 for the dex.
Okay. They both fail.
Excellent. We're going to take 5d8 of fire damage. Those are d4s. Hey, let's not.
You want more d8s? I got
No,
more.
I got them. Okay. Yeah, so that's 10, 15, 16, 19, 20, 22 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will put Orphil on my hands.
Awesome.
And that is my turn.
Sweet. All right. It's once again his turn. I'm going to trust you on this one. Does Dispel Magic work against those types of walls?
Absolutely.
Sure it does.
Yeah, he's going to do that.
Son of a bitch.
Wait.
Where?
What level did you cast it at? Sorry.
4th level.
4th level. Okay, yeah, it's gone, but that ticks one off for him.
Excellent.
And then his second thing will be.
And I see that and go, oh.
Hey, Cantrip Candles, how are you?
We're burning one of your candles tonight. We've got a walk in the woods.
A walk in the
burning.
woods tonight. Thank you so much. We love them so much. Send more, okay?
That's how that works.
Jeez. You too, Cantrip. Be well, be well. I hope we'll see you again soon at a next convention that actually happens or something. Or before, when we won't die by saying.
Do you have any new scents you're working on?
Yeah, let us smell it first. We'll be the testers for it.
Plug. We love your stuff. Do it.
Yeah, seriously.
Valen, I'm saving that for a very special moment.
Don't leave.
He's like, I'm not interrupting this. Good night. Good night.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so he's going to first he did that. Second, he's going to raise his hand one more time. Actually be this.
Counterspell.
Bitch.
Suck it, Valen. I'm gonna do it first.
One moment.
Giant sword.
Let's see.
Giant sword.
It would be one moment. Gotta find it. I have a lot of tabs open right now.
I see that he dispelled mine, so I'm like, ooh, it's another arcane guy. So I'm gonna put it right back to him with a counterspell.
Okay. He's casting this at 4th. Does that matter? No.
I'm also casting it at 4th, so it should negate. It should take. Yeah. Right.
That works.
You have to roll
me.
for it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
If maybe he did a 5th and you did a 4th, you'd have to roll.
If it is casting a spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check. Oh, so I'm gonna make an ability check real fast.
Okay.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so it's 14.
So
So I'm going to roll for that.
Okay.
do you
Okay.
want a blessing under that?
Do I have a blessing?
Not an attack. Oh, we do have rerolls though, and you have 2 blessings.
I have 2 blessings, so I will put them. Okay, so.
Yeah, we have 2 group blessings too.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. When I cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the interrupted spell has no effect if its level is less than or equal to the level spell slot.
Oh, so it just ends.
Okay.
So it does just end.
Got it. Whip. So for a hot moment, you see a large visage of a glowing white sword behind you, and then it just pops out of existence, and he's just like, "You dare!" which is going to be his mantra for the moment. And then he points forward, and his soldiers crush forward. So they are. This one's engaged with. Engage. Eel.
Oh, shoot. I don't know how to erase the red marks that I've made.
You should be able to, if you click the cursor on the top left and you click those lines, they should be highlighted, and then you can just hit delete and they'll go away.
Okay.
I don't think I can do, or clear drawings. If you go to the paintbrush at the very bottom, it says clear drawings. You could probably do that, or maybe I can as the DM.
I don't have any of that. I'm sorry, I don't have any.
I got it. I did it.
Yay,
Hooray! That's for me. All right. Fuck. All right. These 2. Oh, actually, these 2 are gonna go straight for Hush. Yoink.
Oh, that's Hush back there?
Yeah, because he blipped out and blipped back. That's like his cool little assassin tactic.
Good to know.
And these 2 are going to double up on Eel. Oh, he's like underneath. So these 2 are going to attack Hush. And we got. Ooh boy. Yeah, Hush gets slashed bad and hard because whatever's piecing him together and has allowed him to survive this long, the magic that these dudes are glowing with doesn't agree with him in the same way that Eel's getting hurt.
Right.
And now the other three are going to attack Eel.
Yeah.
Hits. Yay. Those same ribs that slashed across this thing have just been like crack, like just ripped off by the sword from this one. Cool. It is now Blue Aura's turn.
Yay! Okay, I'm gonna cast Thunderstep, and I'm gonna show up right next to Hush, grab him, and then bamf us like over here.
Okay.
So if you can pull him with me,
Yeah. 2 seconds.
maybe a little further. No, that's how Thunderstep works.
You get 2 bamfs?
You teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you see within range. Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous. Oh, it's from where I see. Never mind. Hang on. Let me reword that. Okay, fine.
You get haste.
With my haste, I'll just run over to him.
That's going to be 3 attacks of opportunity on you if you're willing to take it.
Or go around
see
him.
if I can run around.
So move
I
your
was up
person back to
here.
where it was.
Interference. I swear, everyone misinterprets Thunderstep like 4 times a year.
But I could also use dash as an action because I have another action. Okay, I will use my full movement of 60 and also dash as one of my first action. So that should get me out and around, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do it that way then. So movement, dash, then I will cast Thunder Step.
Yes. I meant more these 3, getting in the vicinity of these 3. Wouldn't they get a shot at you before you poop
Not
out of there?
for Thunderstep.
Not for Thunder Step.
Really? Okay, cool. All right.
Oh, and also I have is it fancy footwork? Something I have does actually not allow people to get attack of opportunities on me.
I think if
All right. Cool.
Oh,
Poof away.
Anyway,
Same place.
Oh, poof away.
yeah. So I'll grab Hush and I'll bring him back over here, and then with Thunder Step, each creature within a 10 feet space you left must make a con save, or take 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save or half as much. You're trying to beat 15 for a con save.
Okay. They all failed.
Yay!
How much?
3d10.
Oh, okay. Hey, Bibars or Bibarchi, thank you for the follow.
Thanks for the follow. I'll keep these and I'll re-roll this one because it was a 2. Savage attack. That one, it's still a 2. So what is that? 15, 16.
I can almost guarantee I said
13,
his
14.
name now.
Oh, 9, sorry.
What was that?
17. Right? That's not my math. 17 points of thunder damage to each of them that were in that 10 foot.
Is it Bibarchi? I don't know. Was how much? Total?
It was 17 points of force thunder damage. Thunder damage? Force damage? What symbol is that?
It's thunder.
Thunder damage.
And can be heard.
And that could have been heard 300 feet away.
Great. So now you folks who are still underground in the hole know some shit's going down. You heard nothing else until this crazy thunder.
Wait. Is it 5th level? Rogues can use dash as a bonus action?
B-bars. Got it. I'm sorry, what?
I'm trying to remember what level rogues can use dash as their bonus action.
Oh, we'll do it next time.
You were asking the wrong. Sorry. But yeah, If you're not sure, I'd say don't do it this time, but check for next time.
That's fine.
Okay. And sweet. All right. On to boop, boop. Start.
I look in the direction of this is the big bad, right?
Yes.
And I follow Nitsage's advice, and I so I have the sword, and then I have my scepter, my stick.
Yep.
And I just say,
Stop! Now, please.
One word. One word.
You're trying command. I see. It's a save. Yes, wisdom, something.
command E.
I'm giving you a 5 roll, Danny.
Okay. That's an 8 then.
So I've when I said that to her, I was trying to use my divination expertise to look into the future, and I briefly saw him, do whatever she said.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't.
Yeah, so he stops, I guess.
Oh, then he stops.
So how long does that last? Is it just for this round? Does he listen to her for now, or does he have to break out of it?
It's pretty.
Command. It just. It doesn't say.
Let's say Is it a concentration?
Nope. They're prone.
So no, it's not. They're not prone. They are. Is it instantaneous?
Casting time 1 action, range 60 feet,
Duration.
1 round. Oh, there you go. Thank you. 1 round.
Perfect. All right, so he stops. Alrighty. Anything else you can do in this turn, or would like to try to?
I'm going to use my spiritual weapon to attack.
That was your action.
Sorry?
Casting command was an action, right?
Spiritual weapon is a bonus.
Hell yeah.
She's had it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 24 to attack because I added my modifier.
Yes.
That'll do.
And then
What's the range for it?
60 feet. I didn't even think about that.
You just made it. Cool.
Okay. Really? Is that even the right dice? Yes.
Yes.
It takes 3 damage. That's a 3rd level. It took 3 damage. But it says hit / DC is +6. Is that's just the modifier to the attack, right? And not a damage plus damage.
One more time.
Hit / DC, it says +6. That is +6 to the attack, not +6 to the damage. Then 3 damage.
Yep.
Because I suck.
Sweet. So that's your turn. Next up, Boobo.
Sweet. My turn. I'm gonna cast Spike Growth. Right. Oh, hold on. Go back to this. Here-ish. And I will draw out the circle. Sorry, 1 second. Draw shape.
And Danny, that for the command, it must follow its turn on. It must follow that command on its next turn.
Okay.
Also-
Oh, on the next turn. I see. So
Yes.
he's missing a hole. Got it. That makes sense. Yep.
Nope. Nope.
Check your messages.
Okay, you gotta go. So let's wrap it up.
We
We're not
can
gonna
keep
finish this fight
going,
tonight.
but
anyway.
I just have to get going soon.
Yeah, I mean it's time. So yeah.
Can you delete these two shapes real quick, Danny?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Where do you gotta go? We're on lockdown. You ain't got nowhere to go except your bed.
I have to be up really early to record, so I need to make sure that I'm.
Go ahead, Deepa. Sorry.
Oh, I just have to make sure that I'm like awake and everything's moving and stuff before I'm in the booth.
Yeah, this is approximately the 20-foot circle that Spike Growth is in.
Okay, perfect.
It extends just a little bit further up here in these corners, just so you know. Great. So I cast that. And then I get 2 attacks per action. So if I cast that, does that mean I get just one more attack with a regular weapon? Is that how that works, or no? Do I have to like actually make an attack versus casting something?
I think if it counts as an attack, you still get to take another attack, regardless of what kind it is. At least that's how my brain sees it.
That makes sense to me. I don't know that this would count as an attack. Let me read about it.
You're talking about spike growth?
Yeah, I don't.
I would call that an attack. You're chucking something to cause damage, so I'm going to say you get to do that.
Okay. Then I will use needle bites again, the crossbow to attack. Which one? Hold on, let me ping. This middle guy and this guy. Can I interpret which one is a little worse for wear?
Click them again. Sorry, I was.
The middle skeleton by eel, and then the top skeleton by eel.
Middle one is the most messed up.
Okay, great. I will attack this top one again with needle bites.
Okay.
20 plus 4. That's like a 30 to hit.
Yep.
And then sorry, one more roll for damage. Stay on the table. Okay. 6, 7, 11, 14 points of damage.
Yeah, he's toast. He's done. He crumbles back to the ice.
Sweet. That's it for me.
Boink. Awesome. We'll finish out the round and then we'll call it a night. I think that's fair.
Sweet.
It is now. Who's that?
The top one, Danny. That one's still there.
Top one?
Yeah, I was attacking this guy here.
Oh, I thought you were attacking the weaker guy, the middle guy.
No.
Oh, my bad.
Because he's already weak, so I'm taking out damage on.
Yeah, that one is also dead. That was
okay.
To wipe him off. Or dead instead, I should say. It is Hush's turn. And he is going to... Oh, man. What's he going to do? He works best in close quarters.
So do I.
Yeah, he's... I think he's just gonna sit. Like he's gonna sit and regroup for a second because he's got to figure out a way to get close to that guy for the time being. So he is going to. I think he is going. You see his hands kind of secretly like working in his robe, so he is readying something. But you can't tell what it is at this point. That leaves Nitsage.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna cast Chill Touch with Orthils on the main baddie. Nope, not Icy Hot.
Just kidding.
That's Ray of Frost and Orthil. I haven't named this one yet. Chill Touch and Orthil. Dead fire. Not quite right yet. Cool. I'm gonna use a blessing. Cool. Shoot, what was the other one?
7.
It was 7.
They have rerolls too.
I'm gonna use another blessing. We've got 2 of them. Oh my gosh, what the hell's going on?
Y'all okay?
Okay, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. 21 to hit.
To hit the big bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Excellent. It's 2d8, and then Orthil, that's d6, 18 points of damage. 3 of that is, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
3 of that is radiant damage, and the rest is necrotic.
Okay. Thank you.
And he'll have disadvantage on attacks against me next time.
Got it. You notice that some of like the wacky light that's coming from that look, or the look of your magic, kind of glances off of him, while the rest of it does cut through.
Which light?
The radiant damage reflects almost like immediately off of him.
Oh, interesting.
Radiant damage. Interesting. Godly radiant damage too.
Huh.
He's probably an acolyte for the Sahlites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray! So that's the end of the round. We're gonna call it. We're gonna call that it for tonight. We're gonna finish this fight at the top of next week. But thanks everybody so much for coming here and supporting the show. We really, really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, but also thank you so much for donating. Again, everything that you do give us goes directly back in the studio, allows us to create this content for you, along with other stuff. We've got other great shows. Tomorrow night we have Perception Check, which is our live play with our felted friends. Monday night we have Cinephilia, which is a talk show. And if you go to our Discord, we've been adding lots and lots and lots of more stuff for us to do throughout the week. So keep that posted. We're going to keep updating that every week. We're trying new things all the time now because we have a little bit of extra time to do it. We're all streaming from our homes, but that doesn't mean we're sitting on our butts doing nothing. So thanks for joining us, especially you. You all have been with us forever, and you new folks who just found us tonight. We really appreciate it. So as always, at the end of every stream, we always send people off with a raid. So we're going to send you off to another wonderful group of streamers or streamer individual. Ryan's looking right now, so I don't actually know. But make sure you give them all the love. Be super, super nice to them because it's like none of us would be here without help from other streamers and our friends. So we really, really appreciate it. And thank you, players, for a good night. And thanks, everybody. Oh, thank you for the Reluctant Warrior. Thank you for the follow. Jenny2288, thank you for the follow.
Lovely.
Good night, John.
Thanks for following, everybody.
Thank you all.
All right, we're gonna send you to the Scabby Rooster.
Scabby Rooster. They are our wonderful, super creative friends who have a full-size tavern, and they actually helped us. They basically helped, pretty much designed and built our tavern set. We just kind of were working monkeys on that day, and they're wonderful, and they're super great improvisers, mini painters, everything. So it's like if you like any of the stuff we do, they also do it, and they do it really, really well. So go check them out. Super nice folks, and I never know what they're up to. Every time I go, it's like another crazy cool set. Like they're doing all kinds of cool shit up there. So give them our best.
All right, y'all.
Thank you all for coming
so much.
See you next
See
week.
you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.